about to throw a tantrum in Walmart to get my shit back.
And that is the start to Chapter 2, Episode 2. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. I'm very excited. So,
Yeah.
in the last session, you all were given some time to think about what you guys were going to be doing, your next move. The most important things that had happened was Pronto had given his individual gifts that he had made for all of you to you all, and had also explained towards the end of the session what what Norik is. You all had talks about what to do about the meteor, whether or not to tell the Queen, which led to Haster informing the Queen on its danger, and to make sure that no one goes near it or touches it. Through all of this, at the end, Haster was honored and given the title of Warrior of the Nog and presented with a ceremonial axe, with the symbol of the Nog tribe as status. And then Kage also gathered some different things, and I believe that was the majority of the things that had happened, but we left off with Pronto talking to all of you about Norik, and Ash saying that he was pretty familiar about Robotons and their functions and how they are made, etc. So, you all find yourself in the main housing of the village. What would you all like to do?
Okay,
Wow. This is early in the morning, or?
Currently, it is the evening.
Okay, so this is after everything has transpired.
Correct.
Oh yeah, so like after you told the Queen and all, and Pronto explained.
Actually, no. That would have been that. It had just turned morning. You came in the door, and that was what had happened, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
So yes, it is morning.
Oh yeah. You did have your night time with the Queen.
That's correct.
You mean the Fade to Black?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the Fade to Black.
So
Alright.
it is currently early morning.
So it's established that we all gathered our stuff, like the rations and the items we need on our journey to, like, how you say, wait, what was that word? It was like changing around the ship, like redecorating, something like that, redecorating the ship.
So the redecorating the ship was just a future thing, like the actual...
yeah.
So I was going to say that it takes a day to get all the supplies of what you guys planned to do, and that cost of all that change and whatnot, for you guys to gather all of it and load it up onto sleds. You guys have not gotten to the ship, organized any of it, because all of that stuff is, like, you guys were not planning on going into that space until on the water, due to the fact that the village and all of its people do not like magic, and it would be very odd for you to disappear with all of that large furniture.
We had like a week for preparing.
Correct. So I was going to say that of that week, one day for sure would have been the gathering of all of that stuff. It was just a day or two to gather that. In terms of rations, the only rations that have been gathered is a barrel of 50 rations. But you guys have not spoken to the supply master about long-term rations for sailing if you plan on getting more. So that's something that you guys would need to do. And I will get to you with a total on how much all of the material costs for the different furniture and stuff would cost.
Holy fuck. Did anyone
Yeah,
else?
Not gonna lie, completely didn't realize that. Did not realize that.
The pricing?
Alright, Haster's about to go do her thing.
Like the pricing for the furnitures and stuff?
Yep.
Wow.
I think we can afford it.
could probably
has-
afford it. It's just I completely forgot about this.
Okay.
Do you realize how much an anchor costs?
Anchor was
Uh,
already
yes, actually. Do you want to know how
Like-
much an anchor actually costs?
there. How much
We're
is an
talking
anchor?
close to $1.4 million.
What? Really?
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh fuck.
Because you gotta imagine, like, each ring of an anchor is solid metal, and that is
Yep.
welded together into lengths of like 150 feet. On top of that, the anchor itself is solid metal. Now, they've made designs to make them more efficient and lighter, but on like a carrier, we have two anchors.
Did you ever have to do the where you have to like hit that special point on the bar with a sledgehammer so that it would release it, but it's like super dangerous? I've seen videos of it. I don't know if that's on
No,
carriers.
so-
I know.
Yeah, so that's what is known as, like, we call it the donkey dick, because
Yes.
it's a giant fucking slug of metal.
Uh-huh.
But that was all like topside shit. I was down in the engine room.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
videos on that, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, those are definitely for the knuckle draggers.
Fair enough.
The other thing too, in older times, if an anchor was deployed, it was deployed. There's no retrieving it,
Yeah,
which is why they were often really fucking expensive.
yeah. Luckily, we have capstans now. Does this ship have a capstan? Like something to re-hoist an anchor?
Nope.
No.
Oh my god.
The anchor
Yeah.
itself is not a very big anchor.
It's just, yeah, I imagine it's very thick rope.
No, it has a metal anchor that's just over the side, but it's about a I would say about 100-pound, like just solid piece of metal that's just meant to like try to stop the ship. It's not it's not exactly the best anchoring system.
Gotcha.
All right. With everything. So what I'll tell you has been included is the tables, chairs, the bars for the shackles and the actual jail doors. It is right now 600. The biggest expense being the metal iron for the actual bars.
We're still good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
split that amongst yourself however you want, but right now you're at 600. I'm still counting up some stuff here. And you're also getting a discount, so...
So this is the next morning, and Haster walks in the front door.
Yes, and the discussion... Right now you find yourselves all together in the room after Pronto has told you about Norik.
Gotcha. So have we decided our travel plans?
Well, there's two that I can see that we could probably go for. One's a little more riskier, but more direct, and the other will take us a bit longer, but seems to be safer.
You're talking of Thane and
Well,
Manavik.
both routes would have to diverge after Manavik. The first route would go basically right through Praxtran, and the other one would be going down to Akrul and then going east into Athana, skipping around along the border.
you see. And have we sent anyone to go look at construction of the ship?
Yeah, everything looked fine when I was over there.
When you left, construction of the ship was complete.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Everything looked fine.
Wonderful. And has anyone spoken to the supply master?
Not yet. Not
Ron,
yet.
do you want to handle that?
Yes, Pronto can do that.
The other thing too, though, is do we want to skip Thine and go right to Manavik, or do we want to go to Thine still?
Thine is the closest option, correct?
If we keep sailing throughout the day and night, it'll only take us 6 days.
We already
Yeah.
have enough rations for that.
I believe so.
I
We
see.
all
Like,
eat
I
a
see no
little
reason to
less,
make
yeah.
unnecessary stops.
well, we do need some spare rowboats just in case.
Where are we gonna stash rowboats on this ship?
Yeah, out of character from the last discussion, the ship is not large enough for rowboats.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
I see no reason to make unnecessary stops.
Pronto, how many rations did you get from yesterday?
A whole barrel worth.
So about 50. We'd need another 2 to make it to Manavik.
Okay, very well.
So I suppose it depends on the supply master then.
Yes.
If you need extra funds, I don't mind chipping in here.
Yes. We'll get over to the funds on the stuff with the ship and the rations. Once we get all the pricing all together.
Sounds good.
I agree. I would like to make my way to the ship and give it one last look over. If that is alright.
Yeah, I'll join you. I want to make sure no one tampered with it while we were all gone.
Okay. All right. So.
Then shall we?
Lead the way.
Hester and Mordai are gonna head towards the ship.
Okay.
Yep. And Pronto will
Oh,
go
shit.
over to. Yeah, and then
Wilhelm.
Pronto will. Oh, go ahead.
Did Wilhelm say what he was gonna do?
That was what I was about to ask.
Personally, I'm good to go. I got everything I need, so Wilhelm's just gonna old man shit, I guess.
Oh, Mitch.
You know,
Like,
like sleep into like 7 a.m. You know,
maybe
7 a.m., eh?
yeah.
Fucking
Wow.
late.
Take
maybe-
God, I
walks.
wish.
You know,
maybe use your new riding quill that Pronto gave, like the shiny quill.
Haster and Mordai, are you planning on returning back to the village?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just needed to make sure of that. So, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Just planning some stuff out here. All right.
We shouldn't need an escort, I don't think.
Shouldn't need a what?
An escort? I
Uh,
can drive the wolves, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're you and Haster are given a small sled with a team of 2 wolves, and you are able to take the time, which is knowing the way, right at what did I say is about half a day or a day?
Said it was about, I think it was like a day's travel-ish.
I thought
Oh, yeah.
it was, yeah. So you guys take the day to travel, getting there. I would say about an hour and a half before it starts getting sundown. Pronto, you said you're going to go get rations.
Yeah, the supply master. Yeah, you said that was a definite I had to go to.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So, as you go and start kind of asking around where the supply master is, you are directed to this building right here.
Okay. All right. Yep, that large building.
And as you walk up to the door, you see that there's 2 individuals that are speaking with a middle-aged man who is bald, but has a bit of some sideburns coming in, and you see him kind of looking over a simple scroll that looks very worn, and is just marking things off with a piece of charcoal. Um, the individuals, as you walk up, the other two look to be hunters, and are holding with them a bundle of catches. And you see a few different things. You see a few bunnies. You see one fox, and then the other one is holding a leg of what you remember as an ice spider. And it's just kind of holding it. The leg looks rather broken, and the what looks to be the supply master says, "And where did you find this?" And the one holding the leg goes, "It was just a few days' ride to the east. I don't know. There's 3 of them. They were just dead. But I don't know what killed them. We just decided to go ahead and grab it. I mean, it was just gonna be a waste to just leave it there. We've got the rest on our sled, though, if you're willing to pay." And the supply master says, "Well, as long as they're in good condition." He says, "Well, they're not in great condition, but it looked like they were burned. But there's still some usable stuff there. It's just a little bit smokier." The supply master says, "If you bring it to me, I will look at it later. Just pull it off to the side," and kind of gestures to the side of the building. And the guy looks a little defeated, and he says, "Well, can I at least get something for the leg?" And the man kind of sighs, says, "Fine," and drops a few coins in his hands and takes the leg and kind of opens the door and just kind of chucks it inside. They talk for a few more minutes and then go on their way. The man turns to you and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Ah, yes. Proto is seeking to purchase some rations for a journey on the sea.
Ah, very well. Yes, the Queen had informed me that you intended to travel. How much rations are you looking for?
Seeking like out of character. So we already got like a barrel of worth of rations.
2 more barrels. 2 more barrels
Okay.
to make it to mana.
Okay, yeah. Okay then. Proto will say two large barrels of rations.
I unfortunately don't have any barrels. I've got crates of their seaworthy rations. But I can. Do you know how much you're looking for in general?
100.
Yes. Then. You're not here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Proto will say then 4 crates of rations.
Okay. Very well. That'll be 500.
Okay. Pronto will. I won't remove it from my inventory yet, but I'll add it like to the overall bill of everything.
Okay. Gotcha. He says, "Would you like that delivered to the ship, or prepared for when you guys leave?"
Prepared when Pronto's companions leave. Everyone is ready to go.
Very well. I will have that marked down. And when the Queen says that you are ready to leave, I shall have that with the rest of your items.
All right, thank you. And then they'll be off. Then back to the housing.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. All right. So the total bill just due to the fact that the repairs of the ship were covered, it's not that much. So the total bill right now is, with that, is 1,200 flat. That's it. That's rations,
Okay.
building supplies, extra repair supplies, the jug of spiked ice, a box of crossbow bolts, an additional sail. Yeah, so you got everything that you guys had on your list.
Nice.
So the only
sorry,
thing that is not here is the personal pillow, which I shall make you roleplay for, Hester.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Sorry,
Yes.
so I wasn't here for a moment. What was the overall bill?
It is 1,200 flat.
Okay.
So feel free to split
You're-
that up however you wish.
Here I was thinking all of this was just without consequence.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wrote down whatever my heart desired.
Yes, because
Like
you
a-
definitely know me as the
like a
DM
boy
and
at a-
never make you do that.
I was a boy at a candy store again.
Yeah, welcome
And then
back
my
to the real
parents
world,
told
bitch.
How much allowance do you have?
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
I didn't think we'd make it this far.
All right, Wilhelm, anything that you wish to do?
I mean, I got nothing for right now.
Awesome. What we're
I'm
gonna
here for the
do,
ride.
we're gonna go ahead and skip time ahead, and to Haster and Mordai arriving at the ship. And then from there, I think we're good to go ahead and skip time to whatever point you guys wish, which would probably be leaving.
Yeah, but at the same time, like when Mordai and Aster are back, Pronto's gonna ask like Mordai to help like load Norik onto the sled.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
And then Pronto is gonna give out like this wooden carved statue of a humanoid figure and a polar bear like shaking hands, like
Okay.
of the wooden figure statues.
Okay, gotcha. Actually, go ahead and make a craft check on that, because I had meant to ask for that. Or did we already did that?
Oh yeah, like you can look at the most recent. I rolled a 25 on that.
Oh, yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so they're very well made.
Great. All right. So, Haster and Mordai, you guys have returned to the ship. You see it on the shore, and it is currently on stilts. There's a fresh layer of snow that is on it right now. And from your memory of seeing it, Mordai, it is exactly as you left it.
Looks just fine. Compared to what it looked like when we pulled it out of the ice. Two massive holes on either side of the bow.
Haster inspects the improvements to the ship.
Make a perception check.
Well,
Looking at the ship itself, you see signs of new planks have been installed where there were two holes where Mordai had pointed out. The sail has been reattached. The outside surface has been tarred to make it water resistant, and the oars have been replaced, brand new. Overall, the ship looks in very good condition.
Haster kind of runs her hand along the bow of the ship. Just kind of looks back at Mordai. Do you mind if I ask you an honest question?
Go for it.
What do you think our chances of getting out of here are?
Slim to none.
That's what I thought.
Be
You know, I
honest,
never
think-
expected
No,
never
sorry,
expected to be this far away from my home.
Where did you come from?
I came from the same place that we first saw each other, in the area of Glane and Terebron.
You know Terebron to be the capital.
I heard some good and bad things about that. Never went there, actually.
Well, you're not missing much. Most of what's said is probably true, but there are some good people there. But anyway,
Be
I
worse
never
than Delton.
exactly expected. Say again.
Can't be worse than Delton.
I've never been.
It's a smaller town on an island. Mostly pretty much a mining town. Can't say it's very well mannered with how it treats the people that arrive there.
To be honest, anything would have been better than staying. To be honest, I'm having a lot of fun actually. But I'm not looking forward to this voyage.
Me neither. To be honest, I'm a little afraid to go back on the sea.
Shall be quite the experience. The ship looks good. Should we head back?
I mean, it's already turning night. Do we want to really ride in the dark, or would we rather just stay here for the night?
I suppose you should camp out. Leave in the morning.
I'll go grab some firewood. I want to get a place set up.
Haster prepares a couple of rations.
Okay, so, first of all, could you go ahead and spell the capital for Glane?
Tarbran.
One more time, I'm sorry.
Tarbran. Should be off memory. Correct.
Thank you. I realized I had it spelled like 3 different ways in my notes, and I was like, which one did I do?
Oh, all of my notes are phonetic.
Okay, cool.
Mine, they're still just a fucking flabbergasted mess of notepads.
Yeah.
What are you saying, my lovely wife, about mistakes that don't exist? What was that? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
I don't
I'm
know
not
I'm
what
very
either
good
of
at
you are
spelling.
talking about.
My wife is an English teacher, so she gets on me all the time. Okay, sorry, not teacher. She's a English major. She majors in English, and so
Like, professor of a college or?
she just has a degree. And
Okay.
so she gets on me all the time if I misspell things, but I say it's a fantasy world, so it doesn't need to be phonetic, and then she hits me.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why.
technically
I think
it's all
that's just
make believe.
depressing.
Like, hitwear, like on the face or on the head? On the head.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay, okay.
And she can't say too much because all English is robbing a bunch of other languages and pickpocketing through like some loose grammar.
I said that.
Exactly.
That one she actually threw something at me.
Like, there's an actual like a funny history video from the Oversimplified channel about like the history of the English language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny to like because I learned a little bit of German growing up, and the two are like vastly similar because English kind of comes from like the Germanic language, and same with German. So a lot of similarities, but I start speaking German to people and like they obviously don't understand, but it sounds so similar.
Latin is the full root, and French and Spanish as well, and Italian.
Yeah.
All the colors of the rainbow.
Right? It's, America isn't just the melting pot for nationalities; it's also the melting pot for language. So, all right.
And
Go ahead.
America
Sorry.
has no official language.
Technically, yeah.
Right.
So, let's see. All right. So as you guys camp out for the night, anyone doing first watch?
I can do first watch.
All right. Roll
All right.
perception.
10.
Okay.
All right. Good rolls so far.
Your watch goes by uneventful.
Right.
I take it we're doing like 4-hour intervals,
Yes.
6-hour intervals.
About 4 hours, yeah.
I turn over with Mordai.
Mordai, go ahead.
15.
Okay. You hear amongst the waves, you hear the sound of ice cracking, but it's like you more just are hearing the vibrations of the water transfer that vibration, like it's a deep in the water crack, and you hear it repeatedly. In the woods behind you, you hear what sounds to be footsteps.
How long after is this after the switch up?
About 2 hours.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab my great axe and just kind of slowly walk to the edge of the tree line.
Okay. So,
Oh dear.
as you walk into the clearing, or out of the clearing, how close are you to the ship, by the way? I don't have a map for this, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to try and make one, so theater of mind.
I'd say, what, 40 feet would be good?
Okay.
Within shouting distance.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you walk, the tree line's about 40 feet away, I would honestly say, because it was pretty close to the shore.
Yeah, so I'll walk 40 feet.
Okay. So, you, walk up to the tree line. Make another perception check.
That is going to be a 6.
6 total?
Yup.
Okay. Listening out, you can't hear anything else. You wait for a moment, and then another moment, and then wham! Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Okay. You feel this giant body compress on you and roll you to the ground. And then immediately come off and you hear laughter. And looking at you, you see a white-feathered owlbear.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Does Hester wake up to this? Would you like me to roll a percentile?
Roll a perception check.
Like with disadvantage because it's
Yeah,
sleeping or
with
no?
disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a 14.
You hear sounds of laughter that start pulling you from sleep.
Groggily, Hester kind of like wakes up and rubs her eyes and looks around.
Oh. For what reason did you need to do this?
The laughter gets louder and louder and slowly shifts from being an owlbear laughing to being Linda laying on her back, just holding her stomach, and goes, "It was too good of an opportunity to pass up."
Hester immediately grabs her crossbow.
Easing there, Sleeping Beauty. It's Linda. I'm gonna start getting up.
Hester kind of like looks over and like, what the? Gets up herself.
Linda,
I wonder, like was she like in Albert form on her back and then slowly turned into like humanoid back?
yes,
Okay. Okay,
she
that's a funny image.
yes. So she gets up and stops laughing, kind of brushes the snow off, and says, "So, are you all that's left? Everyone else die?"
No, there's
It's
still
good to see you too, Linda.
Good to see you too, Hester. I would have said if anyone's going to survive, it probably wouldn't have been you, but maybe I misjudged.
Well, considering we took down those frost without your help, I think we deserve a little bit more credit. Don't you think?
She smiles and says, "Well, you had my help. You may not have wanted it, but you did have it."
You
Last
hit it
time I
once in the
saw,
back.
you were tangled up in a little net, weren't you?
I remember
Only-
knocking you to the ground with that.
You see her kind of like grimace for a moment and kind of avert her gaze and then smile and look back at you and start laughing. "Yes, fine. You guys are more powerful than I expected. We'll move on."
So what brings you, Feather Child?
Honestly, I've been waiting to see when you guys would be leaving. I went to check out the smoke, and she kind of turns towards where the smoke would be, but in the dark it's very hard to see.
What do you know of it?
I know that it's definitely magic. And I don't like it.
Yes, it seems that some unearthly presence has brought forth this abomination.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Well, what else are we gonna call it?
Little glowing, sprinkly cake rock? I don't know.
Ah, yes, the sparkly rock.
Whatever
Do I
it
look like a
is,
wizard too?
But if I was to make a recommendation, I would stay as far away from it as you possibly can.
I intend to do so. I couldn't even get close to it.
What did it seem like when you tried to walk up to it?
I hit some invisible wall. I could see through it. I could smell it, but I couldn't walk past it. It just would stop me from moving forward. And I tried, but hitting it didn't do anything.
Some animalistic instinct? Averting from danger, or something actually magical?
I'm meaning the air was invisible, and I could not get through it.
Hmm.
It definitely was magical, not something that I could control.
We didn't experience anything like that, did we, Mordai?
I did when I tried to leave.
Well, mine was just trying to enter.
Probably best that you weren't able to get close to it.
Is it really that dangerous?
Far as we can tell.
Very well. Well, I hope that it applies to the same for everyone else then.
I mean, knowing how the people are in Dren, they'll probably stay away.
Unfortunately, we're very curious.
That is why we must move with haste.
So it does revolve you guys.
Don't drag me into something that we don't understand, alright?
We just happened upon it the same way you did.
Make a deception check.
Well,
Both?
luckily for me.
I mean,
Wait,
yours...
for both?
Well, Haster is the one that specifically said technically what's not true.
Okay.
I mean, technically I did say something true. It's just... What the... 14.
Are you gonna make an insight check? Yeah.
I'm putting the digital dice in digital jail. I'm pulling out
Digital jail!
Not the digital jail.
But it gave you a good roll of a 19 plus 8 in the queen.
I in the previous one it was great. This one, whew. Not that
Remember though,
great.
that was for the queen, Pronto.
Exactly. Those were important. This, not so much.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
14.
Okay. She kind of looks at you, then moves on. So when do you plan to
Yes, I
set
know.
sail?
Soon, we believe.
If we were to give you an accurate time, maybe in the next 2-3 days.
As soon as the ice melts.
It's
It's
melted.
already pretty much melted, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Disregard.
Well, I'll be here to officially wish you all off.
You know, you don't have to. I know your life pretty much revolves around constantly moving.
Yeah, but I've got nowhere to be right now.
Hmm.
My next thing is to... I'll probably head further east past the Rovgol. There's a few villages down there that I haven't been to in a while.
Well, we look forward to seeing you. For now, would you like to share our camp? We still have a few hours until dawn.
Very well. I'll take watch. If you
Oh,
trust me.
hell no. I'm not getting another surprise again.
Well, you think an owlbear is not capable of smelling what's going on around?
I am fully
Depends
aware.
on what.
Sorry, Aster, you can go.
Depends on what you're focused on. And Haster kind of like leans in close to Linda.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
That's
You're gonna-
That's
charisma
going to be
based, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to be slightly seductive, more so just like persuading her to not worry about the watch.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
okay.
uh-huh.
This is for getting out of potential conflict, alright? Wow. 17.
She goes, uh-huh, okay. Well, I was just offering a chance for the both of you to rest peacefully, but that's fine. I'll take the full sleep.
Haster smiles and returns to her sleeping role.
Oh my goodness.
She kind of just lays down on the ground right next to you, and then says, "Oh, Mordai, you're on watch right now, right?"
Yeah.
She kind of
You got more friends coming?
looks at you upside down, and says, "That way, there's 2 otters," and then points to the opposite direction towards the mountains and says, "And that way, there's a rogue wolf." And then you see her pause for a second and kind of sniff, in human form. Says, and I do feel like there's some kind of fish that's close, and points towards the water. I can't tell what it is, but yeah, just so you know. And then just rolls over and closes her eyes.
You gotta watch out for this dire fish.
That's what I was about to say.
They'll
I
get
don't
you.
like...
Alright?
Okay.
I am now concerned by the fish in the sea. Screw off, Ty.
Alright, so you guys, you go ahead and take the rest of your rest and you finish up your watch. Correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you have a... Do I need to make another perception check?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
That's
say,
another 6?
I was about to say, this is with advantage because she just gave you information. So it's technically assisting.
And 11?
Cool. Noted.
It's an improvement.
You can't stop.
You don't hear the footsteps.
You keep glancing over back at the water now, but your watch goes by uneventful. By this point, the sun is starting to crest over, and light is starting to spill through. Linda gets up before Haster and kind of pats you on the shoulder, Mordai, and says, "Farewell."
Before you go, can I ask you something?
Anything.
You said back before that even after all of your people were gone, you were still looking for them. Why do you stay, knowing that what you search for is unobtainable?
I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Nice.
I've never looked at it differently, but you make a valid point.
I see. Thank you.
You see that she, like, her typical, like, jovial self is much more, like, now, like, kind of contemplating. What's your deal?
What do you mean?
I've never seen someone of your own species before.
Well, that makes the two of us, because I don't even know.
Are you and Hastur related?
What gives you that idea? Just because I have horns, just like guessing she does?
Because I have blue skin like she does? Because we both look the same?
Pretty much.
That's racist.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I take it I'm still asleep.
Yes.
At this moment, yes.
Just mutter out of your fucking dream.
That's racist. Pastor, a voice of the people.
She kind of goes, I just have... I'm not being anything but curious. Well, I've only met one other visitor before. Someone that was not of Dren. That was a long time ago.
What were they like?
He was human. Pure human. We all thought we could trust him. My own personal opinions of him are that he led the destruction of my people by weaving threads of distrust amongst the other tribes in reference to my people. I have no way to prove it. But he was odd. He had no arms. But he always seemed to be able to be very capable of himself.
So you're saying he held the sword with his toes or something?
No, he had no weapon. I believe that he had magic.
Still, my understanding of magic seems... It's hard if then you don't have hands to actually do anything with it.
I have no idea. The only magic that I've experienced has been very minimal. Where do you plan to sail?
Can I roll an insight check?
Of course.
10 plus 11. So, 11 total.
What are you looking to insight? Are you just looking to see if you feel that she's being honest?
It's just, if any, like, shady, because normally when someone asks, you know, where you're kind of headed to, usually sometimes it feels kind of, like, off, like, why do you need to know?
Considering we're all D&D veterans, we're suspicious by nature.
Of course.
Exactly.
No, I was just curious if there was anything that you were looking for in particular.
No, it's just judging her mood, really.
Like an intent.
Yeah, if I could see if there's any sort of intent behind that question.
She looks genuinely curious.
Well, from the group consensus, we'll probably be going down to Manavik.
Manavik. Isn't that towards the border of Dren?
Yep. And after that, we'll probably be trying to set sail to in the Celestial Cliffs.
The what?
The Celestial Cliffs. The giant mountain in the middle of the shelf.
I've never heard that name. It sounds beautiful.
I've heard good things about it. Never been there myself.
Haster, about this
Fair.
time you wake.
Master groggily gets up and yawns as she stretches.
Looks
Good
like
morning.
someone slept a while.
I slept about as well as one can on the hard, icy ground.
Oh, please, it's better than the inside of a ship.
But shall we make breakfast?
At this, Linda goes, "Ah, breakfast?"
Haster smiles and begins preparing some more rations to include Linda's portion.
Okay.
So I'm down 5.
I see the way to you is through your stomach.
And owlbear always loves their next meal.
You look at me with any sort of intent like that, I won't hesitate.
She smiles. Hesitate to what? Throw another bola at me?
I think it'd be fitting.
It would be. I'd like to see you try to do that again. With a smile, she says.
If I had any more, I'd give it another shot. Be good target practice.
You
You
both
need-
seem way too bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this early in the morning.
I've always had to never fully sleep. So I'm always
Same
a
here.
little awake.
You never know when you're going to be basically getting called out from your sleep,
Exactly.
then having to climb up to a crow's nest in less than a minute.
Yeah, I can't sympathize on that one.
It isn't very fun.
I just never know when the next person is going to try and hunt me down for their next kill.
Here's to another day.
Indeed. She pulls out a flask, like a leathered flask, and takes a swig, and offers it. It's spiked ice.
Ah, morning ale?
Of course. Something is a tradition I can never stop.
Haster gingerly takes a swig.
It is indeed morning ale.
Wunderbar.
Are you both
Yes.
alcoholics?
It's just a sip for tradition, Mordai.
Mordai, we don't have this back in Terebram. In fact, I don't even remember having ice in Terebram.
Wait, there's no
What?
ice? Where's Terebram?
I mean, that would definitely be like, I would think culturally not something that my family would have.
Oh, 100%. In roleplay,
Alright.
she says...
Fan- Alright, just making sure.
No,
Just
you're
making
good.
sure.
Yeah, continue.
Someplace much warmer than here.
Wait.
Still though,
Go ahead, Mordai.
in Delton, that was
think
pretty
we
much
can
a commodity.
You think we can afford that? Not
How was
on
I
our
supposed to know
salary.
you? Clearly, you got into the wrong gig.
Well, it's not exactly something that you find or not exactly something that you work for. It's more like something that you find yourself in.
Now that I can sympathize with most.
Aster passes the flask and also passes out rations.
Linda happily accepts the rations. And finishes very, very quickly, and then kind of eyes both of yours and says, "Y'all gonna finish that? Y'all gonna finish that?" To each one of you.
Esther kind of looks at her meal
Toss mine.
and then scarfs it down.
I'm gonna toss the last bit of mine.
She happily accepts and says, "Thank you," and finishes it. Go ahead.
No, it's all you.
Okay. She stands up, kind of stretches, and says, "Well, I shall say farewell for the last time before you all depart."
Meaning that we will meet again.
Unless I'm dead between now and then.
Well, until then, feather child. It has been a pleasure.
As always. It always is with me. And then turns and starts walking away into the forest.
Be careful
like
of
it.
bolas. I heard they're everywhere in the forests.
She just, without looking back, just flips you off.
Oh, nice. I'm really liking you though.
She disappears into the forest, and you all are left with your ship on the shore.
Quite a
I
feisty
take it we're packing up the sled.
Say again, sorry?
I take it we're packing up the sled right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Mordai,
What's up?
what do you think of Linda Featherchild?
At first I was very skeptical, but now I think she's just a big glutton.
A glutton.
Yeah, somebody that just likes to eat a whole bunch, you know? Definitely
I
a little
suppose.
feisty too.
A woman of my own heart. But what I mean is,
Hey,
know,
don't you
the
have
ship-
already one heart in this frozen landscape?
well, one can't necessarily keep one's heart at bay. The heart wants what the heart wants. But that's beside the point. What I'm getting at is, we have the ship, but we only have the 5 of us.
So what are you saying?
Is-
Invite her on board?
I would consider it. And I was hoping that we could discuss it with the rest of the party. If that is also something that you consider a good idea.
Good? Probably not. Am I opposed to it? Not at all.
Like I said, to me, the more hands the better, and she doesn't cross me as someone untrustworthy. But I know that we all kind of come from different backgrounds. Sometimes it's
Just
harder for others.
normally- I was gonna say, that just seems to always be the painful side.
But I wanted to discuss it with you before bringing it up with the others.
Yeah.
Shall we head back?
Probably. It's gonna take us the entire day anyway. Best to get moving already.
Let's be off.
Alright.
We head
So,
back.
so you all make the return journey back to Calda. Pronto, Wilhelm, anything that you guys would like to do in this day before we speed up time?
No, just waiting, like kind of like preparing, kind of like preparing the sled ahead of time, like once Mordai and Astor are back.
Okay, Wilhelm.
I got nothing.
Alright, so, you guys return. We're going to go ahead and say the next 2 days are spent with the discussion of what is going in the cargo plane, Kage has gotten his supplies, and the queen has come to you and requested an amount of supplies, and you guys were able to discuss how much of everything, so that she could have sleds set aside for the travel. Um,
Yeah, like also I was thinking of basically I was thinking about like having one of the villagers drive like kind of like a drop off like with the sleds and wolves like dropping us off and our stuff and then they go back home with their wolves and sleds.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
So there's going to be only you guys are going to have to just worry about yourselves. Like you don't have to worry about driving a sled or anything. There's just going to be a driver for the sled, and that's it. And
Yeah.
so there's at this moment, with the amount of furniture, materials, rations, people, personal items, you guys are up to about 3 sleds with trailers. um,
Okay.
so, is there anything else that you guys want to grab? Anything else that you guys want to do?
Like as we're leaving, right? Like, do you want to like RP pronto, like giving like the two wooden figurines of like the polar bear and humanoid figure shaking hands, like to both the elderly lady Sheen and Rune the blacksmith. You want to RP that or not? Like just I give
Yes.
this gift. Oh, okay.
So, who do you wish to talk to first?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the point where like Mordai and Aster come back.
Oh, they have been back for the last 2 days.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like once we're getting like our sleds prepared, Mordai will. I mean, Pronto will mention that to Mordai that Pronto needs help like lifting Norik to the sled, and then like wait for Pronto at the building. He'll be back in a moment. Stuff like that.
Sounds
So
good.
Pronto will and Pronto will first go to Rune the blacksmith.
Okay. So as you walk in the door, Rune is currently hammering away at a what looks to be a piece of armor. And
Okay.
as soon as you walk in, he smiles, stops, and walks over and says, "Pronto, my absolute favorite person of the entire village at the moment. How can I help you?"
Oh, well, thank you. Ah, yes. Pronto is about to go today, and Pronto is going to give you one final gift as, in a way, a token of our close acquaintedness.
Are
And then,
you planning to leave today, like for good?
yes. Yes. But who knows? Maybe business will lead Pronto to return to Dren.
Ah, well, good. It's I have something for you, but continue.
Ah, yes. Pronto decided to give like in a way, a token of our close acquaintedness, and I guess in a way, like our shared feelings of blacksmithing, and then he's gonna give out like this wooden carved figure of the of you know what it is like the
Right, the polar
like the
bear
polar
with the
bear.
human shaking hands.
Ah, yeah, but the polar bear is like larger than the humanoid figure. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
He gingerly takes it in his very large hands and says, "My goodness, Pronto, what wonderful craftsmanship! It is absolutely beautiful. Thank you."
You're very welcome.
Well,
And
in not just in return of this, but for doing everything that you have for me, as well as being such a good companion, I have something for you. Follow me.
And Proto will follow.
He goes in. You watch as he puts the figurine up on a shelf that is on a shelf high enough as the roof that's facing the front door. If someone walking in would not be able to see it, but him looking towards the front door would be able to see it.
Okay.
And he puts it up there, and uh, like as if it's its own unique treasure for him. He takes you to the back and opens the door, and as soon as you exit the building, you see a small cannon that is on a special made of metal and wood platform.
Ah,
And essentially what you see before you is a swivel cannon. And he says,
okay.
I'm aware that you are about to be sailing, and I don't know what type of weapons that you have, but sometimes having mobility, as you've proven from your own weaponry, is quite efficient. I thought something that could pack a nice little punch could be helpful to you. So it doesn't have much ammo, unfortunately, only 20 shots, but um, it is itself a quite useful piece of equipment. It can be swiveled in a full range of motion and can very easily be used to load even a hook to be able to grapple onto something from a distance.
Ah, thank you very much. This will help helpful if we come across any danger in the sea.
Indeed, I am quite proud of this mechanism, and he pats the actual pedestal that it's mounted to, and then he says, "I shall make sure that it is brought to you before you leave today."
Ah, very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pronto. And before you can even say anything, he embraces you in a big bear hug, squeezes you, and you kind of have that, like, way too strong, and then releases you just about as quickly as he embraced, and says, "Farewell, Pronto."
Farewell to you. Yep, and then he's gonna go on his way to Old Lady Sheen, and where I guess Mordai's waiting for Pronto at the area.
Uh-huh.
I'm just waiting
Okay.
outside the door, yeah.
Yep, and then Pronto will knock on the door, like not want to be rude.
After a moment, the door opens, and you see Old Lady Sheen, and she goes, "Well, hello, dearie."
Hello. Pronto is here to pick up Norik's armor here. We are about to go today.
Ah, well, it has been mighty well cared for. It's actually ironic that you should be coming today. Just yesterday, I went ahead and polished it. And as you open the door, you see Norik's armor, indeed, has been polished. This thing is gleaming clean.
Thank you very much. And as a token for giving this Norik's armor both well polished and in your home, like this is like for home, correct? Like
Correct.
housing. Okay. Although when we first met, you did mention that it was a bit of a joke to have a statue. Let's make that joke a reality, and then he's gonna get the wooden figurine up and offer it to her.
She takes it and says, "Why, thank you. This is wonderful." And immediately takes it and places it next to a small vase that is in the center of her living room, and just kind of admires it for a moment before placing it, and turns back to you with a smile and says, "Thank you, dearie. That is incredibly kind of you."
You're very welcome. And then he'll yell out to Mordai, say, Mordai, come on, let's haul Norik's armor on this.
As
Did we get a cloth to cover him? Like, 'cause I can't tell what's brighter, him or the sun.
She kind of like
sure.
smiles proudly at that.
Oh, sure. And then I guess I'll get like some sort of covering and then bring it up onto the side.
All
I
right.
have a feeling we'd be blinding literally every bystander if he walked out with him in just the armor.
All right. Both of you go ahead and
Yep,
just make
and-
strength checks. Not to see
Okay.
if you can, just how efficiently.
Okay, how difficult? Okay.
16.
Perfect. 13.
Okay. So the both of you are able to lift Pronto, struggling a little bit, but the both of you are able to lift Norik, who is very heavy. But the
Yeah.
both of you are able to pull or lift Norik out of the house, maneuver him out of the door, and as you exit, Old Lady Sheen says, "Farewell."
And Proto will. At first, he tries to attempt to wave, but realizing both his hands are busy, he'll give a nod instead and a smile.
There is already, as you guys are literally in front of the hall, all of your sleds are currently in front of the Great Hall right now, and there is a sled that is dedicated to this, to Norik. So you guys don't have to take it very far.
Oh, thank God.
So,
Yeah, and then with the extra covering, and Pronto will take a quick look and see if the gem is still there.
so the gem is still there, and it is still powered off, without
Yep.
without issue.
Okay, good. That's all.
All right. Ash walks up and kind of seeing as everyone is starting to prepare and getting everything finalized, he says, "Is it finally time?"
Seems like it.
No better time
All
than the
packed
present.
up?
I wonder, out of character, have you discussed with the party about Linda or not? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. Kage comes up and places his stuff on the sled. Wilhelm.
I'm actually doing one quick thing.
All right.
Back at the house. Wilhelm's the type of guy who's been anxious about doing this for the past week,
Okay.
and that has decided to not face his fears. He's just going to write a letter to Wolfric, saying that he's sorry for lying to him,
Aww.
and
Okay.
that he was a great friend, even if it was misplaced friendship. He legitimately feels bad for lying.
Aw.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a beautiful letter. There's gonna be calligraphy involved, orders, everything.
I
Um,
just imagine.
Why am I not?
I just imagine him reading the letter and then like rushing to his window to see like the ship just about to set sail, and he like
That's
runs
exactly
to like
what's happening.
the highest
Exactly.
peak as we're just going off into the horizon.
okay. So,
He's gonna leave the letter in the house on the table with to Wolfric written on it.
okay. All right. So that has been done. Anything else that you wish to do?
That's it. Willem's gonna gather his things and gives way
Oh, yeah.
to the sleds.
Yep.
Has
And
to-
oh wait, one more thing. Oh yeah, and I think Pronto would point out like the swivel cannon for extra defense to Mordai and all.
Yes, you see a swivel cannon that has been added to one of the sleds with a basket, or not a basket, a crate of 20 shot.
How much is this gonna cost, Pronto?
Oh, this was a gift from Rune, the blacksmith here.
Shit. Can I go inspect it?
Yes. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Fuck. That's a 3.
It's the best crafted swivel cannon you've ever seen.
Wow, this is, from what I could tell, really good. He just gave this to you?
Yes. I get it was over our our shared interest and also some assistance Pronto provided in Rune's shop.
And the question is, where do you want to mount this? Do we want it on the sides? Just put it on the front?
Ah.
The options.
Pronto thinks the side would be best.
Maybe, but then it depends. Do we want to rely mostly on port, or do we mostly rely on starboard? Question,
I
which
wonder,
way is... I'm trying to remember
like,
the
is it-
fucking...
Is it a mobile thing where it can be like pushed around?
No, it is
Okay.
not. But it can take it takes one person really to move it around. But like if you're thinking like in the heat of combat, like being able to move it, it would take like 2 turns to get it to a different position, set it up, get it aimed, etc.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking like maybe like 2 people are like moving it and then one person is aiming and shooting. I was thinking, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that'd be pretty difficult to do.
Okay. And then Pronto suggests that maybe if once we have the funds, we could purchase another.
Yeah, that would work. Maybe we
Yes.
could find another one at Manavik.
Indeed.
Do we have a moment of clarity? Is there nobody around us at the moment?
Currently there is a few people that are like loading some of the other items that you have ordered and been like requested to bring, such as the rations, the tables, the iron bars, the all that stuff.
I'm gonna kind of call everybody over. Yeah, walk a little bit away, of course.
Okay, gotcha.
Everyone, you got a minute?
Of
Follows.
course, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Well, me and Haster were kind of thinking. If she wants, how do you all think about having Linda join the crew?
You see a smile on Frodo's face, like a big smile, and he goes, yes, actually. For quite a while. If we met again.
Well,
That-
we did run into her at the ship, and we kind of discussed it over. Having an extra set of hands on the ship would be beneficial. But also, she seems like she's skilled and very knowledgeable of the area.
Indeed. May Proto do the asking and coming along with us.
I mean, I had a way of maybe getting her to join.
If you don't mind,
Proto wants to do the recruiting process.
I'm
Ash
gonna
says,
look over at
"What-
Haster.
What about the both of you do it?
yeah, we can all ask her. We just wanted to get a sense of if you guys wanted to or not.
I mean, are we sure this is a good idea?
No. Unfortunately, we have no way of knowing, accepting a stranger, but if you consider that we all started as strangers, and we were all brought together by this unforeseen circumstance, she doesn't seem to have anywhere else to go.
You think the 5 of us can take her if she tries to do something on the boat?
Well, we seemed to do well the first time,
Yeah, mine needs a few bolas, though.
but there is if there is a way we can have her prove her trust to us, open to recommendations.
I mean, if you want a scapegoat, I don't mind taking the fall if shit goes south with her.
Like I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying. I don't know.
I get it. How we met? Understandable. Even I'm still a little bit on edge. But you seem genuine.
I mean, to be honest, I can relate with wanting to get out of this place. So
If she wants
She
to,
did.
though.
She did say that she was a wanderer, so she might not join us out of principle. But
Actually,
to have
actually,
a
Pronto,
power like that would be very, very beneficial.
yeah, actually, Pronto remembers that when we first met Linda and sat around by the campfire, Linda did mention she would have been quite thrilled to travel out into the sea. She did mention that when we were talking about like wanting to get a ship.
So do we have a consensus?
Would appear that way. Then I need to go make another stop real quick.
Is everyone in agreement?
Yep.
Kinda.
Kage nods, and Ash goes, well, I think that this is new to me. I don't know who we're talking about, but if you all trust her, then yes.
She's a feisty glutton, that's all you really need to know.
Yay, another
And with
mouthful to
Ash
feed.
on our side as well, we should have no problem taking her down if need be.
Good to know that you all trust me faster than her.
Well, I've seen you in battle.
This is true. Yes, you have my vote.
All right then. Mara, you said you had one more stop to make.
Yep, so I'll be right back here in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, Hester would also like to have one last private visit with the Queen.
Okay. Mordai, where do you wish to go?
I'm going to the supply master. I'm grabbing another crate of rations
Okay.
and ale.
And ale. Okay.
Well, yeah. Can't forget the spiked ice.
I mean, you guys have spiked ice already on the ship, too.
We're going to need another barrel if she accepts.
Okay.
that is-
That might be the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, actually, paying or like essentially like bribing her is a good way to go about
That
this.
is exactly what Mordai's thinking. He already knows the winter.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry, but Mordai has some good leadership skills.
That's I'm not gonna lie, as a DM, I'm a little upset with myself for not thinking of that as a thing that I have to roleplay against. Like, if I didn't, like, I'm not saying yes or no to, her joining yet, but I'm saying, like, that idea of, like, if I fight it, how does Linda fight that now?
Exactly.
I didn't prep that in my head at all.
I mean, even if you want, we could take a quick bathroom break.
I actually
Yeah,
do
that
need a
sounds like a
bathroom
good
break.
idea.
So,
Yeah.
all right, really quickly,
Well-
just so I don't forget, because we have Haster that wants to have the talk with the Queen. Mordai, your ration cost is, let's see, it's 100. It's you just want one barrel of
No. There's no more barrels. He said
no,
those are all the
no,
crates.
no, hold on.
Oh.
One more
One
barrel
crate
of spiked ice.
Spiked
Oh.
ice, yes.
Okay, just
Oh,
one
okay.
though.
Nah, make it two. Nah, make it two.
Okay, cool. So that would be
And then, of course, the crate of rations, yeah.
right. So the crate of rations is 125, and then the barrel is 75 apiece. So that's 275.
275.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
275.
Thank you. I
Alright, I
I'm
will
trying to
mark
do
that
math. So 275. That'll be added to the thing there. And then, is there anything else that anyone else wants to do for when we return?
Nope.
So,
I mean-
sorry, splitting the bill among all of us.
Well, I'm paying for this myself. We'll split the bill after.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's
The-
only
the actual-
300 crowns from each of us. Then
Yeah, once we get the total bill.
Is that including Kage or not?
I mean, yes, because unfortunately they are here, whether they like it or
Right.
not.
I just wanted to know if that math was including Kage or not. That's all I needed to know.
oh
okay.
no, you want me to divide by 5?
Yes.
Okay, 1200. 1200 divided by okay, 240 from each of us.
Okay.
All
So
right,
how
my
much?
turn.
You said 200.
240.
Okay, I'll mark that down.
Got it.
Cool. I'll be right back.
We'll be back.
You're
Yeah,
the-
guys.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I've been here. Oh wait, I just realized that we still have that spider skin and the poison sac.
We do.
Talking about, yeah. So I think we're gonna sell that for some crowns.
We can definitely do that. I can also
Okay.
play around with it. Try to do some alchemy.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. Oh, we still
We're
got
talking about that.
that spider skin and sac.
Ah,
So you want to keep the poison sac caster to do some alchemy with it?
I mean, I don't mind.
Okay.
oh yeah, I forgot. I put the
Yeah, it's in your
Yeah,
duffel bag.
it's in the duffel bag because I just had to move it off the
Yeah.
sled or whatever.
Yeah, let's. I guess you're gonna sell it to a Skinner or something.
No, I'm gonna give it back to Hast.
Wait, what was this?
It was the ice spider fur. I had to take it up the sled and throw it in the duffel bag.
Yeah. Looks like this will finally be the session we get off this island.
Yes, and
Correct.
I hope this session does not end with us being attacked on a cliffhanger. I hope.
Oh, I unfortunately am gonna have to tell you, it probably will.
Leaves port, immediately gets attacked by a Leviathan.
That's what I'm expecting. I really am.
Yeah, the music I shared. Do you guys remember about the King of the Ma, the D&D music? Do you guys remember that?
All right.
I sent the
Yeah.
link.
What about it?
Oh, okay. I don't know, like kind of like referencing, like, oh, we're gonna be attacked by a giant monster, and that's how the song occurred. like they were the king of the undertow.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting for some pirate core music. I'm about to create a playlist.
Look up Ailstorm.
Yeah, oh my god, I fucking love Hailstorm.
This is fucking great, dude.
Fucking their Kraken song.
I remember back when I used to play a lot of like Sea of Thieves. It was that and Black Flag Shanties was my playlist every time.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny, like, I thought I would sing a lot more sea shanties in the Navy, but I was disappointed to find out that's not the case.
Gotta go become a pirate, and then you'll really get it.
Ah, yes. Just need to move to Somalia.
You think the pirates from Somalia listen to sea shanties? Because that'd be really fucking funny.
like South Park did an episode about this.
Yeah, exactly. Avast, sea mateys!
I see Taya is definitely taking that extra minute.
Sometimes you need a little bit extra time, you know?
Yeah, well, at the same time, Proto has a bit of inspiring things to say, a bit to Lita, and it does connect well with Proto's backstory with the things he experienced.
I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Linda seems like too important of a character to let her slip by. Like, she hasn't
Indeed.
really done anything important, but she seems to have a lot of character background and a lot of, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
context.
Yeah, especially since she's may or may not be the last of her kind. Like that's like big stuff.
Do I trust her? Not entirely.
Not fully.
Yeah, it is
Maybe
hard.
just clear.
Like
Maybe
why?
But I do think, like, in terms of, like, my character, I don't think she would be too suspicious after, like, all of the insight checks that we've performed.
I mean, Mordai only had to ask one question to be like, okay, you're not as untrustworthy as I thought.
I'll just state
Yeah.
that me, Andrew, the player, it's like, hell yeah, invite the half owlbear person on board because that's fucking awesome. But
Wilhelm says otherwise.
Wilhelm didn't even trust, like, he's about 90%, if not more than, like, his social stuff has been with students.
I was about to say, I'm not, like, 100% sure
me.
Wilhelm doesn't trust me.
He doesn't,
that's
he does not trust any of you.
Like, Wilhelm's literally just going along for the ride.
he doesn't have a choice.
He's too small. He just gets picked up.
Yeah.
Well,
Quite literally.
If he doesn't want to go into the scary cave, I will pick his ass up. You're coming with us.
Oh yeah. In the second session, you did do that. like you're too slow. Let me pick you up.
Yep.
I mean, if I think about it, it's like if you put Wilhelm on Mordai's shoulders, you essentially have a tank that shoots literal fire, like literal missiles on top of a tank.
I mean, one of my spells pretty much makes me into a bit of a tank.
It is actually true.
Yeah.
It's definitely the perks of being a barbarian.
Alright.
Oh, that's not even just being a barbarian, dude. This feels like such a disgusting combo.
Alright.
Armor of Gathian to rage.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought you had some crazy shit like summon Panzer tank or something stupid.
Summon tanks.
Tons
No,
of things.
that's level 20 warlock.
I was like, level 1 seems a little bit low for that, but hey, it's not my spell, so.
Yeah, only thing is that Morta has to give up like the last of his soul for the Panzer tank.
Wait, you still have a soul?
Wait, what? Yeah.
That's all it costs to get a tank. You have to sell
It's
your
just
soul.
it's just an IOU.
I gotta give up my leftmost kidney.
You only need one.
And now we're
I say
going to the
leftmost
black
because I don't
market.
know if I have any more kidneys or not.
Well, you say leftmost, it's like you're insinuating that you have like multiple kidneys,
Right?
That's what I mean.
like many kidneys.
I like to imagine that Wilhelm goes through this entire campaign, right? Like 5 years into the future. They are level like 20 warlock just from all of the adventuring and quests that we've done, like we'll do. And like they still are not a fan of like where they're at. Like they would much rather be in a lecture hall or like a library.
Let's see.
Gotta flip a coin. Is that going to be the end goal?
I don't know.
Will Wilhelm warm up to his party, or will he continue to be a sauerkraut?
Anyway, Ty, did you get your rig? You need to think what to do.
Yes.
Oh,
Is that for sauerkraut?
What's going on?
Yes, it was.
alright.
Alrighty.
So, Astra is gonna like RP, like the pillow thing with the queen.
Yep, I got it. Okay. So, Aster, as you enter into the hall, there's not many people there. As you enter in, you see the queen seated on the throne, and is currently speaking with a few different townsfolk. They finish up their talk as you walk up, and she smiles at you and says, "Warrior?"
I place a fist over my heart, my queen. It seems like we will be departing soon.
Yes. Bittersweet indeed.
I wanted to thank you one last time for everything that you've done for us, for me. And if there's an opportunity, I'd love to depart with you one last gift.
I would be honored.
Aster begins to pull out her lute. And though it is not much, this is all I can provide for you. But know that it comes deep within my heart. And this song is for you. And then I perform a kind of love ballad.
Roll a
About
performance
a,
check with advantage.
I was about to say,
Did it-
can I give you a concept to work with?
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to center around a very, skilled, strong bear, a very skilled hunter, hunting for fish and coming across an exotic fish, and then the hunt for that fish becoming so much more enjoyable than the actual, eating. And so it's a constant reminder for, when the seasons change to like warmer seas, the bear will look for the exotic fish again.
That is a beautiful concept for life in general. Wonderful. Um,
Should I also, and I'll go ahead and add my bonus for the queen.
Oh yeah,
yes,
round down.
100%.
So what's the total plus with the renown?
Well, I can only roll at least a 12. So at least it's an 18.
That
Oh,
was
wait,
not
yeah,
with
but that-
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, with advantage? I'll do that again.
Yeah, one more time. At least more than 20. Oh no!
Wow, Jesus Christ. I give up with this this die set.
Okay, at least just give one test roll on the physical to see if it'd work or not.
Yeah.
18's still gonna be the thing, but
Yeah, and we're gonna stick with that because Real Die told me to go fuck myself.
damn.
Okay.
18.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the virtual dice. I like.
They can't all be bangers, but this one at least is hers.
So, you perform this song, and she is enthralled from the moment that you start. She listens intently to every word, every note, and by the end stands, does a slow clap in genuine admiration.
I give a slight bow to my performance, and I place my loot back.
She steps down off of the platform and away from her throne towards you, and grabs your hand and just holds it and says, "You will be missed greatly.
And I you, my queen.
Should you ever choose to settle down, you're always welcome here."
When the weather fares and the sea is warm, look to me, and one day I hope to return.
I look for that day.
Smile. Kind of looking around at the rest of the hall.
Currently, there is just one guard.
Is he looking at us?
He is eyes forward, as he is trained to do.
like the British guards.
Yes.
Haster kisses the queen's hand.
She takes it. She takes it, and then very gently she kisses you back, and then embraces you just in a very passionate hug. As the embrace breaks, she just smiles at you and doesn't say anything else.
Care to see us off? And then kind of leads in the direction of the door.
Yes, I will meet you outside. I have to grab something.
Gives a nod of respect and heads out.
So as the rest of your equipment has been packed and is now loaded into several different sleds now, Mordai, you have finished your supply run for additional rations. Anything else that anyone else wants to do? Last call.
All good.
Nope.
I'm good.
Nork's here, and I got all my stuff.
Okay, Wilhelm.
I'm good.
All right. Okay, so as you all gather, sorry, I didn't mean to move you that far.
Okay.
Mordai, as you walk back up and see Hastur emerge out of the Great Hall, a few moments later, the Queen emerges herself, flanked by 2 guards, and she surveys all of you and everything that is gathered, looks at you, Mordai, and walks directly up to you. She says, Mordai, a moment.
Yeah? What do you need, Queen Saga?
When you first entered my village, you had killed one of my captains. You were then put on trial for almost murdering one of your own unprovoked, and then led and was a part of the group that killed 2 Froshes in one run with 0 loss. Your story validated as your companion said that it was indeed something to be forgiven and your name restored, and have since then been an exemplary and very trustworthy person.
Yeah, I didn't really give myself a good rap right off the get-go, so I appreciate the second chance I was given. Thank you.
She smiles. You're most welcome. I have something for you. I call it a going-away present, but I would treat it more as a reflection of how I see you. And she hands you a small chest that is currently latched, and she says, you might want to open this when there are not so many eyes.
Take the chest. Thank you. I'll make sure of it.
Farewell, Mordai.
Farewell to you as well.
She pats you on the shoulder and just nods knowingly. And she then comes over to you, Pronto, and says, Pronto, you have done much for my village, much for my people, and have proven yourself to be not someone that can hold their liquor very well. She says with a smile.
Oh, yes.
But it has been nothing but enjoyable to have you.
Indeed. I've met some interesting villagers that Pronto has done business with.
Yes, Rune is one that I greatly trust. I hope that you and your group return. At some point. Farewell. Sorry, could you say it again?
Oh, I just said farewell indeed.
She gives a farewell to Kage, to Ash, and then comes up to you, Wilhelm.
He's just standing there, super awkward.
She politely kneels down to your level and says, I hope that you enjoyed our stay here.
It was a little bit too cold for my liking, but other than that, it was alright.
She smiles. Yes, not all of us are born to the harsh environments. Keep them safe, whether you want to admit it or not. You're way more important to these people than you recognize.
Just looks to everyone else.
Gonna give a big smile.
nods.
Yep, from the gives like a thumbs up and nods.
All right.
Farewell.
I'll do that.
Farewell, Wilhelm.
Yes. Farewell.
As she stands and steps out of the way, she kind of looks over all the different sleds, and you're all kind of standing there for just a moment as she kind of surveys. Wilhelm, you feel a tap on the back of your shoulder.
I'll just turn around.
You see the familiar face of Wulfric.
Willem just stands there.
Wulfric kind of kneels down politely and says, "Well, you stay safe, Wilhelm," and pushes his hand out towards you, holding a mug. Empty.
He'll take the mug. This is for me.
He says, yeah, I made it specially for you. I took some of the frost teeth and I embroidered it with it. And you look at it, and the mug itself is just a simple wood mug, but it's got frost teeth that are just inlaid on the very bottom as like a rim, and then across the handle, and then finally on two sides are like a little pattern out of the fangs on each side, and it's very well crafted, looks quite nice, and it's very unique.
Sits there for a second. Realizes how great of a gift this is. And sorry, Prato. Wilhelm feels bad that he didn't get a gift, so he grabs something off of his person. It's relatively nice. It says, you know, I made this for you. It's gonna pull out the quill Pronto got.
Can I put down the chest and go like kind of grab Pronto's like from behind and put my hands over his mouth?
Like I wanna it's what you see as Wilhelm and Wulfric are having this conversation, this heartfelt conversation, Pronto's smiling, like admiring their friendship, and then the moment Wilhelm says those words, you just see like a smile to a shy face. What? What? And like he doesn't say anything, but he's like, he's just gonna turn around and he's gonna put both his hands up in the air, like what? And kind of cross.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say, I noticed that your map wasn't drawn very well, so I thought maybe you needed a better quill. Sheepishly just hold it out in front of him towards Wulfric.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and make a deception check. I'm sorry.
This is all I wanted.
Using a physical or a virtual dice?
Physical. Ooh! That is the natural 19.
Oh!
Yeah!
For what? Deception?
Yes.
Yeah, charisma.
Okay,
That
I
is
might have to step down.
That is a 23.
Oh!
Nice.
Holy shit!
I have
Okay.
a +4 to deception.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
Why do
All
you
right.
have +4 in deception? What the fuck?
His
'Cause
charisma
I have
plus
to
his
lie.
ranks.
I have to lie about things. That's why.
Oh. Okay.
His whole character is that he's basically just a history teacher.
I know, but I thought he had that every other stat was a dump stat for him. Basically, he's got good charisma.
I
Like,
have a flat charisma. I just have a +4 in it.
Uh-huh.
A +4.
I guess he's like, he has like one train level and he put all his ranks into it. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you hand him this quill, Wolfric kind of smiles, grabs it, and goes, "Wow, this is really incredible."
Yeah. I made it out of feathers and metal.
You look at it, and there's not a single piece of metal on it. Literally, the quill is just of like it's just the I don't know feather parts, but it's like the stem of it that goes down where there would be a quill tip is just like shaved down so that it's sharp enough for you to dip ink in and draw on it, or draw with it. But he still doesn't care. He's still admiring the red crystalled
Yeah.
bits around it and everything. Like completely sold. You made this 100%.
Yeah,
And it
Wilhelm
is
said that
amazing.
so quietly because he was so unsure about it that he couldn't even hear it.
Yeah, like and the shiny like ruby dust that's around like the soft feather parts all around, giving a shine in the sunlight.
Oh my
Simply
god.
mumbles, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, I believe it."
Yes. So he takes it, pockets it, and then just puts his hand out for a handshake with a smile.
Wilhelm takes it. I'm sure Wilhelm's tiny hand is just completely overwhelmed by Fritz.
He shakes your hand, not choosing to crush your hand, but just in a for what would have been a normal amount, but still slightly painful to you. Handshake, and just says, farewell.
Farewell.
He stands up and then disappears off into the crowd.
He's fucking away. I'm just gonna turn to the rest of the party and give that face of like, ugh.
Unlike if you look at Proto's just squinting at you like,
That's the only thing of worth I had on me.
I'm just Morta's over there in the back here just giggling to himself.
Alright. So, after a moment, you guys are kind of now surrounded by a very large gathering of a majority of the town. As you have been the spectacle and source of a lot of unique things to have happened lately. You have a well-known presence.
yeah,
That's
so we
Pastor
have,
just
like,
loves it up.
yeah. So we have like a good renown here in the town.
Yes, you do. In fact, in terms of renown as a village, you guys have a total of, I would say, 30 renown, so +3.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, let's add up to like I'm gonna do that in the notes.
So, you can just put Nog Tribe. Nog Tribe, 30 renown.
Yeah, like I'll put like a renown section in notes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a party inventory.
Yeah,
Shoot.
you can do it individual or in party. It doesn't matter.
Party probably be the best. I mean,
Uh,
if we have individual ones, absolutely. But like, if we got stuff like this, oh yeah, we could probably throw it in party easily. Make
Sure.
the most sense.
works for me. So,
So is it again +2 or +3?
Oh, yeah,
it's +3. 30 renown,
Okay.
+3.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so, you guys are then, surrounded by the townspeople. Your last moment looking upon the village of Calda. Thinking back to the first time that you guys arrived, seeing the people that misjudged you and that did not trust you whatsoever as a complete stranger. You see the queen that took you in, allowed you to prove yourself, giving you as a group the first opportunity to unify yourselves and work together. Facing many different challenges and odds, you all leave atop the sleds, 4 sleds total, out of the village as the crowd cheers and waves, all smiling and all with well wishes for your next journey.
Aster screaming goodbyes and waving.
Alright. It takes the better part of the day into the evening for you guys to eventually get to the ship.
Wait, did we secure the main prize though? I just realized.
What are you meaning?
The body pillow.
Haster never went and actually did it.
What? Yeah, I did.
Did you take a hair?
No, so like I went to go say my goodbye. Excuse me. And she said, "I'll meet you outside." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll meet you outside." And then I just kind of waited outside.
Oh,
Did I miss something?
okay. No, that's fine. I'm gonna say that
You wa-
you eventually make a body make that pillow.
Oh, I was supposed to make that?
Oh.
I thought I was gonna just receive it. Like I had made a
No, you're fine.
personal recommendation for it.
There's like a line of body pillows in the general store.
Believe it or not, this village does have a gift shop.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, if you guys didn't stop by, get your keychains,
Yep, your bumper sticker.
little shot glass.
Yep.
I need my fridge magnet.
But yeah, no, I was not entirely sure where that was going. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
All good?
So we'll just say that you eventually make that later. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. So you all arrive.
I actually wait. Hold on. Can I make a roll really quick? Can I make a stealth hand check?
Sleight of hand.
to
Yeah, sleight of hand.
take some hair.
I was gonna steal a pillow.
Oh, okay,
Way out.
sure. Go for it.
Oh no, you're stealing the pillow from the hotel room.
You cock munch.
It's just,
Or-
Hold on.
getting
give me
progressively
1 second.
worse.
I want to reload this and see if it changes anything.
You gotta change the color.
Watch me get a worse one. Nope. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I swiped like a couple hairs off the dresser.
No,
Oh,
you
no.
you were able to get a pillow, and
Oh,
you're
thank
able to
God.
stuff it into the sled very quickly. 2 of the guards absolutely watch you do this, and you lock eyes with them, and they don't stop you.
Now, what I pictured in my mind as a romantic gesture is now slightly creepy. And you know what? I think that's perfect for Haster's character.
Exactly.
We can continue.
So, as you all arrive at the ship, now as a full party, the polar bears, in human form, the men go ahead and help you load everything up on top of the ship. A lot of that stuff they keep asking, so where is this going? And you say, just leave it on the main deck, because everyone here knows where it's going, but without revealing that, everything is just loaded to the deck. It takes a little bit of time. They ask if you're ready to be pushed into the water.
Oh, real quick, I think me and Asher wanted to take a look at the meteor.
Okay, gotcha.
I just wanted to
Break
see.
off our stuff.
I mean, we got 2 pieces already, I think. But I think the main thing is I want to figure out if this is actually the same one, if I can, and
Okay.
just take notes on it.
Okay, gotcha.
Proto is not going there. Like he knows it's sinister, and that sinister left is like it really creeped out Pronto, so he doesn't want to go near that.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna go to the campsite that me and Haster were at, and I'm gonna go walk into the forest real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Haster's gonna follow behind.
Okay, so Morda is leading them to the rock.
No.
No, we're back at, or we're heading back to the ship, where we last set up camp.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see here. Give me one
I
second.
take it,
Yeah.
Wait,
as
are you guys?
as Wilhelm does his thing, we can just like say like the ship's getting loaded with all the rest of the supplies.
Correct, yes. Pull
Okay,
to scene. Wait,
So wait,
that was the wrong one.
oh, yeah,
Sorry.
I can't see.
So right now the ship is like still like kind of like on the shore of the ice.
Correct.
It's on stilts, yes. It's
Okay.
on stilts. We're loading everything on top of it, and then we're gonna have to push it into the water.
Okay.
I hope you get your strength check ready.
Yep.
Okay. So, Wilhelm, Ash is with you. My token isn't working. I don't know why. Like the image of it isn't working. So, but that's Ash.
We'll just say I made it invisible. It's fine.
You guys walk up to the into the forest as you crust over a hill. You see through the trees that familiar, pulsing, very dull hum. Ash kind of looks at you and then crests further over the hill.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't get close to it.
I need to see this. I don't plan to get much further. As you come over the hill, you can see you're about now where you are on the map. That's now where you are. And you can see this crater, and Ash just kind of looks around it. This looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my notes from the first time
Mm-hmm.
and just see if everything matches up.
So you drew a replica of the area, correct?
Yeah, drawings, descriptions, general stuff. Yeah.
It is the exact same, except that there is a hole. There's a chunk missing out of this. But everything else is identical.
Ash, that's the same meteor.
Ash takes a deep breath. I don't know whether to be relieved or terrified.
Oh no, I'm terrified. I think we should just go.
Is there any more? I'm sorry, this is meta, but is there any more inspection checks that they can make?
Oof.
Ash stands rigid and walks directly towards the meteor.
No.
What?
No.
Wait, what are you?
Very slowly.
I'm gonna follow and go try to grab him, I guess. I mean,
Okay. What do you wish to do to stop him?
let me consult my spell list really quick.
Oh my god, damn it!
Hold person.
Well.
Oh man,
Bringing out old Rusty.
So, well, me being an evocation wizard.
So what you're saying is being an evocation wizard has its drawbacks.
So, okay. I can tell he's completely out of control.
His eyes are glowing gold.
Yeah, in that case, I'm going to slip under his legs and go in front of him.
Okay.
Just look up. I'm so sorry for this, and I'm just gonna thunder wave him.
Whoa.
Okay.
And then that's one way to
Kill the
stop him.
man! He's already got a major wound!
What
Time
does
to heal, right?
What does Thunder Wave do?
It
Oh.
does damage, and if they fail their save, it pushes them back.
How far back?
Also,
So it's an area.
Can I mention something about Thunderwave?
Yeah.
Alright, the spell emits a thunderous boom, audible out to 300 feet.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
It
Fuck.
does.
How far are we?
About
I don't
a
imagine
mile
we're
and a
300
half.
feet, but yeah. Do you think we'll
Is-
hear a thunder wave, considering lightning and thunder you can hear from far away?
Okay, here's a question. This is up to your interpretation. Can I do this in a way to try to lessen damage at all, or is this just a?
I would say in this effect, no. There's no way to prevent the amount of damage that someone's going to receive from an AoE type spell like this.
Yeah.
Like if
Okay.
it was a directed attack, I would allow you to sacrifice damage, but in this regard this isn't like that, you know? Like this is
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Could you potentially? I know this is a bit metagame. Could you potentially lessen magic missile, then hit him in the knees?
the problem is that in an effect to do a magic missile on the knees, it's just dealing damage. It's not exactly going to stop him.
I just
This
thought
is
it was
this is
cool.
all I can do to try to displace.
How
I
far
mean,
back
yeah.
does it push him?
10 feet.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
10 it's 10 feet away.
10
And
feet
I
away from the
imagine
caster.
in the prone position.
It doesn't say it specifically in the rules for it.
That would make sense to me. It's 100% prone.
Yeah.
Unless they were
if
acting like
if they
reactively.
if they fail a con save.
Yeah, the con save.
Which
Oh,
I
what's
mean,
the DC?
technically they're under mind control right now.
My DC is 14, so
So,
that's a fail. Should I roll damage?
yes, you should.
Right.
That is 2d.
You know what? I'll roll this publicly. So we're all
Is it at what, 2d6 or is it 2d8?
2d8.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
fuck.
good.
Oh, that's not
Okay,
bad.
good.
Okay.
That's
Oh
not
yeah,
bad.
that is not a wound.
And
not a
if,
wound.
if it matters at all, I'm trying to do this like towards his noggin to almost like uppercut him.
Knock him out.
Can you roll just a or I'm gonna roll a percentile dice here.
Okay.
I will say, like,
Like, can you tell us
So-
like are high numbers good or bad?
Oh, I'm gonna say that it's a 10% chance. So 1 to 10 is that
Oh,
it
what-
would hit his head.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a 90% chance that it won't.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
So
yeah.
all right.
So he takes 4 damage.
Still a
and
body
is knocked
blast.
Away.
So as you slip under his legs, and he does not look down at you whatsoever, just completely focused. You shoot the spell, it hits him, uppercuts, the shockwave of it as well, carrying him, lifts up him into the air, and he falls back 10 feet right onto his back. Now, straight roll. Sorry, I'm checking his sheet. It's if it hits the DC, it succeeds, right?
If they're
yes.
a player.
Okay. Because he needs an 11, he has a +3, so that's
Yes.
an 11, so that means that he succeeds from the effect. Like, it does not affect him, correct?
Yes.
Usually for DCs, if they meet it, they beat it.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Same thing as armor class. Same thing.
Awesome. You see him groan from his back, and then kind of lift his head and look really groggily up at you. Go, what happened?
Please don't make me do that again.
What did you do?
I sent you flying with a spell.
I've...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he just kind of like lays back further and just groans.
Kind of realizing he's out of it, he's gonna walk over and say, "Get out! We're getting away from this thing right now."
Where are we?
I'll tell you once we're away from this thing. Just come on.
Okay.
No, don't even look at it.
Look at what? I'm just gonna close my eyes. And he closes his eyes and just puts his hand on your hat and then just literally, like, follows you blindly.
Concussions.
So we're just walking. It's like, fell under some kind of spell again.
So, could you repeat that? Sorry.
That he went under some kind of spell, I think. Again.
I went under a spell?
Yeah, you were walking towards it and everything.
Towards the ship?
No. The big evil rock.
Big evil rock? You look back and you see him, like, kind of like pushing against the side of his head, just grimacing. You go,
It'll be fine. Just about it.
Okay.
Or Danish.
You see him like
Go back to the
stumbling and trying to like keep his footing, but with the snow and ice and trees, it's getting a little difficult. But you've made yourself pretty decently far away from it that you feel maybe he's good enough to open his eyes now.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Sit him down, let him recover.
He sits down and he keeps rubbing the right side of his temple, and he just goes, "Ugh, I don't know what happened."
And you're just unlucky, aren't you?
I've been unlucky since I was born.
Poor Ash.
Look, when you feel ready, let's just get back to the ship, okay? We'll talk about it with everybody.
Okay.
You are alright, right? I didn't hit you too hard or anything.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's
Oh,
go.
good. I've never done that before. I was kind of worried, actually.
No, I'll be fine. Let's go.
Alright, well, head back to the ship.
Okay. So,
Whew.
you return with Ash in tow to the ship as the final bits are being loaded. Haster and Mordai, you have made your way into the woods, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, to like the edge.
Okay. What are you guys wanting to do? You just looking, just waiting? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do a perception.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it.
Join you as well.
Let's hope the
Oof,
dice.
God damn. That is going to be a 22.
Okay.
16.
16. All right. So, as you look around, you see footsteps or footprints that lead towards the cave where the ship came from.
Then I suppose we follow the footprints.
Yeah.
As you approach the familiar cave entrance of where the ship was, now oddly much larger now that the ship has been vacated from the premises, not filling up as much space inside of it, Linda jumps out and goes, "Boo!"
Should we roll for a reaction?
I am absolutely rolling for a reaction.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Well,
If you are spooked.
that's going to be a solid 8.
I'll
Okay.
take a dirty 20.
Oh. Yep, Mordai is expecting this, so it
Uh-huh. Haster, you were not expecting this whatsoever.
I was the most perspective. I was the least prepared.
You were so focused on the footstep, or on the footprints.
Do I fall on my ass?
No, it just... You let out a small scream.
Haster's embarrassed.
She goes, "I got you."
Seems like you've been having quite a great day.
Well, it's not too bad.
And just when I was starting to like you.
Starting to.
Well, it is good that we met you here. There is something that we wanted to ask of you.
Well, ask away then.
If you find yourself not having anywhere to go, we do have a destination to set sail towards, and I'm forgetting the name of it.
Manavik?
Man,
To Manavik. There's room on the ship if you would like to join our party.
Her eyes kind of get wide, and the typical smile like kind of fades to a more serious like, oh shit. And she
You
goes,
don't have to come along if you don't want to. It's up to you.
I thought you
And
all.
we can't exactly pay you, but
I really
Let's-
wish
we can treat you as part of the crew. As part
And
of the
before
party.
you say anything, because I'm assuming the way to getting to you is through your stomach, unless that's also for, unless I'm wrong about it. But I did make sure to pack some extra spiked ice and rations, if that's a bit of an incentive.
She kind of stands upright and looks at the both of you, kind of waiting for the one of you to laugh. And as you guys just stare at her for a moment, she goes, "You're being really serious."
That is if you are.
I thought you all didn't trust me.
We can't exactly say that we do. But we're a bunch of ragtag strangers trying to find our way around this world. Couldn't hurt to have one more on our team.
I'm gonna reach my arm out, like in kind of like a handshake, towards Linda.
What do you say?
She kind of takes a quick glance at your hand and then immediately grabs it. Says, "Yes."
Welcome aboard.
Well, this is a different day.
Trust me, it is for us as well.
She kind of still looks like in shock and goes, uh, well, give me a moment. Let me grab my stuff.
All right.
Take your time.
If,
We will be out at the ship.
Are there other people here?
I would wait until the main guards take the sleds back. But once the ship is in the water, you should be safe to come out.
Okay.
We will signal to you.
Well, if you, I would prefer if you could do this for me. She kind of pulls you, or kind of like gestures for you guys to like come into the cave. As you turn around one of the corner, as soon as you enter in to the left side, you see a sled that is just packed full of stuff. Like, packed. We're talking, the Grinch sled.
Okay.
I suppose you did say you were a marauder, or not a marauder, a wanderer.
Yes. If you want to just take this, and I'd like the sled too, if you can. But if not, I understand. But if this can also be loaded, then that would be much appreciated. Here, I'll take off the more noticeable things. And she takes off, like, some of the different pieces of things that, for you guys, doesn't look like anything, but for her are either, like, very important or might indicate something about her. And it's just carrying a few bags over her shoulder and her helmet under her arm. She has equipped her bow and her sword.
Mora, you mind taking the sled back and then I'll take ours?
Why am I always getting the lugging jobs?
Technically, you guys didn't take a sled. 'Cause
Yeah, we walked.
it's only 1,000 feet
fuck yeah. That's
from
true.
from the shore to the front of the cave. So
So, question
Yeah,
is
that's
Linda
true.
walking in front of us?
Linda is going to stay there until
Is she looking away at the moment?
she's looking away from the sled.
I'm gonna grab some snow, pack into a snowball, and I'm gonna chuck it at her.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do a sleight of hand check.
Natural fucking 20!
Not even gonna
wow.
roll. All right.
The most important roll.
Most important role for me tonight, throwing a fucking snowball.
They do major or minor critical.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Hand check!
Are you
Yes.
telling me the snowball has an actual attack die?
Oh well, no,
I
but
think it'll determine the effect.
but yes, roll another d20 to determine major or minor.
That's a 4, that's a minor.
Okay.
Ah,
So
minor.
doesn't do any damage. That's fine. But you go ahead and you pack that snowball and lob it, and it goes, poof, and her head literally like moves forward from the impact, and she kind of stumbles forward. She turns around, and for a moment she's like looks pissed.
I'm
And
going
then-
to drop to the floor laughing.
She just is like standing there looking over that you did not just fucking do that look. And then looks at Haster, then looks back at
Stifles a chuckle.
and then looks back at Mordai and just dies laughing. Wonderfully played.
So, I'm so glad that the only 20 of the night was a snowball.
Was a snowball, yes.
Absolutely. Snowball of friendship.
That might be the name of this episode. Alright, so
Take the sled back, get it loaded
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna need to roll a strength check, hold up.
yes, go ahead.
I can assist.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
If
that's going
Haster's
to be-
assisting, yeah, go ahead.
12.
Yeah, so the both of you are easily able to pull this sled. It's pretty heavy. I mean, there's a lot. But you do manage to pull the sled over to the ship, and leaving Linda just chuckling. And as you kind of walk by, she kind of playfully like slaps the back of your head, like, "All right, nice one."
Give a playful smirk and keep on pushing.
She goes and then waits in the trees towards the tree line to the shore.
Alright. A little bit of time travel. Is everyone back?
Yes. As you pull the sled out, by the way, the workers that came with you, like see you pull it and go. You hear two of them like audibly, ugh.
Like,
Last load, I promise.
like Proto was helping out loading stuff.
Of
so-
course, yeah. But yeah, you see that, and it's just that. Okay, fast forwarding time. Everyone has now been returned, and the ship is ready to be pushed into the water. Is everyone ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
ready.
I got nothing else.
yeah, like Proto asks, like he's aware that Asher and Wilhelm went to the rock, and but is gonna ask like where Aster and Mordai had been.
You'll see what we
just
were
make-
getting here in a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just making sure everything was prepared for our departure.
Oh, once everyone's together, sorry, just gonna shove it in real quick. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Ash does not get to go near any other evil magic things ever.
Why? What happened?
Ash kind of goes,
Okay,
wait,
hold on,
what?
no,
No, hold on. What?
Okay, let's save the conversation when
Never.
we're not around polar bears.
Never.
They should be gone now, right? We're ready to push it in.
They're on the ground. Everyone is on the ground, except for whoever is remaining on the ship until the ship is pushed into the water. Whoever.
Oh, I'm pushing the ship.
Okay, so who is remaining on the ground to push?
Pronto is helping to push.
Just
Okay.
FYI, you're gonna have to swim in freezing cold water.
Now Wilhelm.
All right, so Wilhelm's on the boat.
I'm on the boat. Yes.
Ash is on the boat.
Haster is on the boat.
Haster's on the boat. Kage's on the boat. Okay. So that should be everyone. Alright, so we're not gonna do any kind of roll. No need.
Okay.
They
Oh,
turn into
okay.
polar bear form, and everyone combined is able to push the ship and get the ship the last few feet from the shore to the water.
Ooh, yeah. Haster throws the mooring lines and gets it all set up to allow everyone else to board.
So, as the ship touches the water, it gracefully slides, and then finally is now floating on the water on its own for the first time that no one remembers. The ship is now back where it belongs. As its
Yes.
full keel hits the water, and it is no longer touching the ground.
Oh,
You
what?
feel the ship shudder, and then from as if the center, from underneath the deck where you all are standing, you hear a poof, and everyone watches as a green pulse emits from the ship and like a wave radiates out into the water.
Oh, what the?
Haster looks over the side.
You watch as this green wave of energy disappear from sight.
Do ships normally do that?
So, this is out of
They don't,
character. But this is some Pirates of the Caribbean bullshit right here.
I'm gonna turn to the polar bears. Thank you for your work. We're very thankful. You're free to move along now.
They kind of look at the ship and then look at you and look at each other and go, "Uh-huh. Farewell."
Farewell.
And they go back to their sleds, kind of glancing back at you, and then
Yeah, like
sled
just,
off
like,
really fast.
yeah. Okay.
Haster goes ahead and throws a rope over the aft end of the ship.
Okay.
Alright, Pronto, I'll hold it. You can go on.
Yes. Yep. And then Pronto will come up.
As the last sled disappears from sight, you all watch the familiar figure carrying multiple bags, fully armor-cladded Linda emerge from the tree line, sprinting towards the the line and gets to you, Mordai, and says, "Thanks for holding it for me."
Oh, I wasn't gonna make you swim with all this stuff. You'd practically drown in shallows.
Yeah, probably. Goes ahead and climbs up the ladder and steps atop the deck for the first time.
Oh yeah, Fronto sees her and as you're coming along. Yeah, good. Fronto was eager to recruit you.
She kind of smiles and says, "So I guess it wasn't just them two that wanted me."
It had to
indeed.
be an unanimous decision.
Indeed. The moment we met and when we talked at that campfire, Fronto had thoughts about recruiting you the moment you said you wanted to go out to sea.
And those are thoughts you never actually said until we started talking about it.
Indeed.
Regardless, welcome to the ship. Now, does anyone know how to drive this thing?
Well, Mordai has the most experience, so he can tell us the ropes of how.
I also have experience, so... are we ready to set sail?
Unless
Yeah,
Linda has to run back on shore for something else.
She goes, "No, I'm good."
Good, because I couldn't promise the ship would be here by the time you got back.
I'd expect nothing less. Okay. Officially, the ship is now always visible to you all.
And Fronto he's gonna go over to the altar and say, and he's gonna say, should I put it back?
Well, we can't have all this stuff sitting on the top deck.
Indeed. We are on a unique ship, Linda.
She goes,
Yeah.
What do you mean by unique?"
Give him a minute.
Yes. You can come here and overlook at this stone altar. Well, I put these that were a part of it when Porto saw it, and then he's gonna grab from his bag the 2 sapphire gems and then insert them.
As you do,
Now-
the stone shifts into position to accept the crystal.
Okay. Yep, Pronto puts both of the sapphire crystals.
Now,
You put both.
I know...
Yes, but the third slot is still empty.
Correct. So the center one, as soon as you do, goes ahead and sorry, I've also been trying to do something at the same time, which is too much for me. Okay, update and done. Boom. Okay, I fixed Ash's token. Yay. Okay, sorry. I am now fully focused. As you plug in the crystal, it kind of hums to life, and the second crystal, though, as you plug it in, the button highlights with a glow. Not activated. The crystal is not activated, but the button now glows as if it is potentially something that could be activated.
Oh, something new. Like we didn't see this when
Correct.
when it was on the ice.
Correct.
Oh. That is a curious thing. I've got a present, guys.
I might want to mention, Linda, I know how you may feel about magic, but as you have already seen, we do have magic users in our party. And as far as we know, this ship may also be different.
Yeah, you could just say it. It's
Yeah,
cursed.
Pronto pushes. Yeah, Oh no, like Linda mentioned that her clan is interested in magic.
Yes, her clan was interested.
Okay.
Yeah, because Proto was open about like the rock and how they got here. She became open about herself and her clan.
Yes, she was
Then
one of the
so
last clans that accepted magic.
So as long as you're willing to accept this is what we got.
She's looking at the crystal pedestal and kind of goes, "This is incredible."
Yes, Pronto is like pressing the button as they're talking.
Okay, so as soon as you do, the stone button compresses.
This ship is actually a transformer.
The crystal lights up, and the entire ship starts to sink.
Oh, what the?
As it sinks, and it gets up to the point where the
Pronto?
edges, the water, literally about to come up over the edge. It stops, and then rises as if an air bubble is now surrounding the entire ship, walls and borders, a little bit further out to accompany for a sail, and it sinks all the way under the water. You are able to see through the water, underwater, in your own air bubble.
As this happens, Pronto says, "Holy shit!"
Haster
Pronto?
immediately goes to the side and puts her hand alongside the water.
As you do, you can feel the water. It just continues to stay as if there's a force that is keeping it.
Pronto, what
in
did you
God's
do?
name is this?
Seems this is one of the ship's abilities.
Wilhelm is just frozen in fear and awe from the ship.
Like, how about Asher? Is he like is shocked?
Ash looks around and says, "I've not seen this one before."
We can go back up, right?
Pronto tries to press the button again.
You press the button. The gem is still bright, but the button highlights. The gem starts to dull, and the ship rises, breaking over the crest with a little pop as the air bubble pops towards the top, still keeping it, but the air bubble itself popping. The water keeping itself to the side until it eventually rises completely dry out of the water.
Thank God the polar bears aren't here.
Well, as Pronto said, this is a unique ship, Linda.
Linda,
My dad.
jaw drop, like jaw completely dropped, just looking around, and she goes, "Oh boy. Oh, Telos, oh, Telos, oh, Telos." And she just starts kind of like looking around at each one of you, and then just goes over to the side of the edge, and we're gonna... just looks around, looking, and goes, "Okay, I can get used to this."
Haster also contemplates jumping over the side.
No, that was a hurl check.
I know.
Like, was that with advantage or
That was
Oh,
with
that's a joke. That was a
yeah.
joke roll.
Mine was with disadvantage.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
nice.
You all hear from the front of the ship, just like, I'm not going crazy, right?
I
Well,
don't think so, Wilhelm.
Well, magic is capable of many things.
Ah, yes, and putting an entire ship underwater is what it's capable of.
So, in Haster's mind right now, Haster thinks Pronto is probably the smartest person in the world. She just is totally okay with this. Magic exists.
Indeed.
Aster's
Also-
freaking out right now.
Also, everyone, while looking at this altar, I've noticed some writing. It mentions it's called the Ghost. It's a gift. Another thing is it's called the Gift of the Deep. From, I don't know what this language is. Does anyone know what this language is?
Can I go try and read it?
Sure.
All right.
Yes, you can read it.
Oh, lovely. What does it say?
Let me pull up my notes.
Unless you want to send it to me, and I could literally read it out.
I shall do that.
It says
Okay.
Russia.
Oh, we are dying.
Yeah. Least ye who enter this ship be cursed for all eternity.
You know, it should be like, do not send underwater, it won't come back up or some stupid shit like that.
I am under the water.
Someone please help me.
Oh, I just realized the potential of how fucking stealthy we can be. Oh god.
I mean, there's a reason why it's called the Ghost. Not only
Oh.
that, but the ship looks like the water it's surrounded by.
Yeah. That too.
Is
I
that
don't-
why this ship is blue?
I thought it was
It's
white.
made out of the white
What?
oak.
Yeah. I thought it was the
Oh.
white oak.
But I mean, if there's an overcast and it's like white skies, you're not gonna see it under the water.
I just realized we could probably actually go through Praxtren with this. Oh boy!
Okay, question. How fast is it to get to the Citadel underwater?
But was it still moving
Wait.
while it was underwater?
Is it the same speed? Because I mean,
At the moment, the
logistically,
ship
like,
was
it's-
just kind of floating a little bit, like just moving forward ever
Ah.
so slightly due to the movement of being unanchored.
Ah.
So, I mean,
Okay, so,
you could. I mean, the oars were still in the water.
yeah, it's
okay.
moored. It should be moored.
Yeah, so we still have to row. It's just underwater now.
Oh no, it should be back up
Ooh.
after you
Ooh.
pressed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh
Ooh.
yeah. What I mean is that while we're underwater, we still have to row. Just like
Or because we haven't tested it yet, we could put the sail up or put the sail down, and then go underwater. Maybe the air bubble is like its own, like it pushes us. Potentially. I don't know. It sounds really stupid in my head, but it has the potential of
Oh.
working.
So we could just release the air like a balloon, and the air.
Oh, and the air pushes us.
Yes.
Ooh.
Which direction is the wind going?
Give
That'll
me just
probably
a
be
moment.
answered in a minute. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're probably gonna have to paddle out of here, but
Oh, we will. Oh, we will. We'll probably have everybody put their shit down in the cargo plane, and then we'll probably have
Yeah.
to do a bit of rowing.
First, let's unpack everything.
Yes. So, while I'm finding my notes on what I wrote for this, we're gonna say that story-wise, everyone is moving all the stuff down into the cargo plane and organizing their rooms and getting everything sorted.
Yeah, I also Proto also explains to Linda that apparently when he presses this, it's like another separate room. And like he'll mention that to Linda.
Linda is in shock by all of this.
Though
Yeah.
we still don't know what happens if we press it while people are inside, so let's not.
Aster shows Linda to an available room,
Yep, like that.
which I'm guessing would be this one.
Yeah, it'd be this one.
Yeah, it's like the very middle of below. The very middle.
Yeah. Did way too much headbanging yesterday. No, my neck is all sore.
Yep.
Vlogging Molly is definitely one of those bands that you mosh to.
Was there a fight in the mosh pit?
Dude, we saw one dude getting escorted out by police. He was all shirtless. He weighed about 120 pounds. But yeah,
Oh,
there's
kinda-
a lot of drunken
he was
fights.
kind of okay. He was kind of skinny, dude.
He was
yeah.
a fucking twig.
He definitely someone who couldn't hold his liquor and got a little too feisty. Now he thinks he's a big dog going up against 3 6'4" like security guards. Quite the spectacle. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I remember studying in health ed class that the less you weigh, the more you're weak against like liquor.
Yeah. And Sir Isaac Newton proved what one mass going up against a larger mass does.
Indeed.
Mordai,
Yes.
go to out of RP for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I have no
Yeah.
idea how to type pronunciations. It's Eggsmeyer and Jeans.
Eggsmeyer and jeans?
Like zines.
Oh, zine.
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
I get
not
yeah.
zine.
Yeah,
More like that, but Eggsmeyer and zines. Okay.
yes.
Gotcha. Alright.
Okay. Yep.
Fucking dude reading this, holy shit! Why am I not surprised this is written in Infernal?
It's written in a language that you only would be able to read. It is written in deep abyssal.
Oh, so I should mark that now.
Yes. It is
I did
not
not
something that
realize.
you did not know you could read because you have never encountered it.
Sorry, it was what? Deep Abyssal, yeah.
Deep abyssal, yes.
Huh. So I just kind of looked at it and just out of nowhere, I can read this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, I did it.
So does Mordai mention anything?
Yes, you read one portion, Mordai. There is another portion. I am finishing that.
Okay. Well, let me drag this to my main monitor.
Oh, is that serious?
Yeah. So in character, like I see Proto sees Mordai reading it. Does that something happen?
Wait, Ty, are you finishing writing it? Because I'll write it all in one go. I'll read it all in one go.
Yes. Yeah, give me
Okay.
like 2 seconds. This was
All
that
right.
was the important one that I had already had. It just took me a while to find. This other one, I need to grab real quick.
All good. Well, this went fucking whack. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's already exceeding expectations.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna go invisible, but nope, underwater.
I mean, I have jokingly, but half expected there to be ghosts. But
Submarine.
yeah, and now we're in a submarine. And now I feel like I'm back in the Navy. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
But
I
in a
tried
more
to
fantasy-
escape this, and now my
Hey, so-
fantasy is my reality.
I-
They told me there was no escape. They were right.
So sorry.
Oh no.
I told you
Oh,
when
I-
you started this was a pirate-themed campaign.
Oh, it's okay. We're all
The
sailing.
Vietnam flashbacks, man. The Vietnam flashbacks.
There's gonna be like, so you guys don't know what like mid rats are, but mid rats are
Right.
like midnight rations. and it is usually like it is either the best or the worst meal that you'll ever have on the ship.
Oh,
And
like,
when they call it away, like it'll just give me like PTSD flashbacks.
well, I wonder, like in the Navy, like do you do like a lot of exercising? And like, cause my dad was like in the Air Force, and he said there was like a lot of exercising.
Yeah, we had equipment. We had a little gym.
Ah, okay.
Mostly like just ellipticals and weights. But you gotta imagine like while you're running, the ship is constantly like tilting back and forth with list and trim. And so like it's like you're running through one of those weird mazes at carnivals.
Okay, okay. All right. Still typing that thing. I type.
Yeah, I will just give
Yeah.
him a minute.
Yeah, he's still typing.
Okay. Oh, it's basically the entire description of what the altar says.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm already literally just in the first passage. I'm already not happy.
I was about to say like not to give you any ideas, but technically you're the only one who can read it, so far.
I mean, you have comprehend language as well. You could.
I do.
I
If we need it, but
Is that it?
That is
giving
it.
more. I'm giving more
Okay.
at this moment.
Wait, what does it say? More than.
Okay.
As
From
Mordai
s-
kneels down, he is able to see and read, fully comprehending every word that is upon this pedestal in a language that none of you, except for him, can read. Sorry, go ahead.
From silver, the water will take what it is owed. Of Exmire, this vessel is the champion of her fleet and will be the force to destroy the silver. Hail, Exmire, Lady of the Zine. It shall rise as a ghost, shall sink only to rise and destroy its prey from the depths, never full, always protected.
roll for insight.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a
Okay,
15.
Can I also roll?
Sure.
What are y'all wondering if she's in control?
Yeah, like remembering how you were out of control last week.
Yeah, and
Well-
just out of nowhere, I'm speaking
Damn
new
it,
language.
Well, more so like, do any of these terms like pop up?
I need you to go ahead and roll a will save, Mordai.
Oh, god damn it. That's a 13.
You feel yourself remain in control, but you hear at the word and the name Exmire, you hear the voice of your patron hiss angrily.
Like as Proto is finished, as Mordai is finished reading it, Proto will say, "Huh, it sounds like a Rixis vessel." From saying, like the last sentence said something about like for protect, something like that. Protect for.
What does it mean
Always
by
protected.
this?
Always. Well, someone isn't
What is
very
it?
happy.
What do you mean?
Haster, can you follow me downstairs real quick?
Sure.
I'm gonna walk down to the brig. I'm gonna open the door. And I'm gonna close it on myself. Just lock that for a minute.
Do you mind telling me why?
She wasn't very happy. And
Haskell goes and locks the door.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I feel
Are you
fine,
here?
but I'm worried she might take it out on the ship. So I'll need a minute.
All right. Well, I'll be right upstairs. And Hazard kind of awkwardly goes back upstairs. Mordai will be indisposed for the next couple of minutes.
Well,
I have locked him in one of the cells.
Ash
What?
says, "Did it control him?"
He seemed lucid, but from what he said, she is not too keen on this ship.
Go down and
That
speak
means-
down there so that we can discuss what this is. I'll stay and watch. I've been on a ship a few times myself. I'll keep an eye out and I'll
Oh.
let you know if something happens.
Is
And
that
I
the
do
one
think, Ash.
Yes.
Is that Ash saying it?
Yes, that is Ash.
Oh, okay, Ash. Okay.
I agree, and I think we should discuss further our next steps.
Indeed.
So
Okay.
everyone goes downstairs.
Sure. Well, Wilhelm didn't really catch any of that, but he just sees everyone else going downstairs and just
Ah.
follows because he doesn't want to be.
Doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be excluded. So he follows.
Sorry, Wilhelm. I thought you were with everyone.
He was still at the front of the ship, just amazed at everything.
Just like, fuck this.
But
Today's already done.
Can I not? I can't move my token down to the next level.
Oh, I know why. Hold on.
There is a wall
visible
in the
wall.
way. There we go.
Oh yeah.
No, I still can't.
No,
Yeah,
I
same
know
with
why.
me.
Hold on.
There we go.
No, Ty, I want to go down there right now.
Question. In Foundry, you can't make like a door that cell, right? Or not the cell, but the trapdoor.
Yes, I can. That's what I meant. I thought I had done this. I realized
Yeah,
I did
'cause I
it on
think-
my test
Yeah.
world. Hold on.
Because
I
I
have to
mean,
verify.
me and Mordai got down there just fine.
I
Yeah,
got
I
dragged
moved.
because-
I moved you guys.
Gotcha.
I got dragged past the barrier.
Yeah. Let me just do that for now.
Pretty sure he just put physical walls around the ship, so you can't move tokens through them.
Blasphemy.
They're like he can, but we can't.
Okay, there we go. Oh. Gosh, so many walls.
Sorry, I made it real.
Well, I'm just walk downstairs like, what? Alright, why are you? That's not your room. Why are you in there?
Just don't need another Kage situation. Just
Has
being precautious.
has she momentarily taken over? You feel that spirit or something?
Nah, I feel like myself. Just
You know,
heard it basically hissing in the back of my head.
You know, I tried the spell on Ash and it worked pretty well. I could do that real quick if you want.
I don't
know.
want to know exactly what spell you used on Ash.
Oh, it's him flying through the air.
I definitely do not want that spell casted
Yeah.
upon me.
But it worked.
I don't know, Mordai. It might be beneficial if it worked on Ash.
Look, all I'm saying is if you come at me with an axe, I'm gonna do it, okay?
Yeah. Proto will explain to Linda. Linda, if you're curious why this situation has occurred, well, Mordai.
Pronto.
Oh, yes.
It's not something you just go saying. Alright?
Mordai has anger problems.
Linda nods and goes, I get that. Do I need to be in there too then?
Feel free to join
If you
if you
behave
want.
yourself.
Just quite cozy in here, actually. I'm impressed with the work they did.
Well, nah, I'll just stay out here. I don't want to
So-
kill you.
He's more of a special case.
Oh wait,
Shall we?
are you? Wait a minute. Fronto just remembered that double moon thing. Linda, that.
Yes,
So
that's
what
not for a
happens
while.
when? What happens when it occurs?
You are stuck in your form, and essentially it's to our primal urges of whatever animal we transform into. It is as if we are only that animal. Nothing of ourselves remain for that time.
You know,
Ah,
Do you think
this
these
would have been
bars
a
can
good
hold
thing
you?
to.
Too many people spoke. I couldn't hear anything. What?
Go ahead.
Do you think these bars could hold you?
I don't know. Let me see. And she goes over and tries to bend one of the bars.
uh-oh.
She goes and she really does try, but it does not bend. She says, "I'm not in my owlbear form, but I'm not exactly holding back either. I believe it would hold."
Indeed, but Pronto believes it won't be for long. Like if you are in that seat for an entire day.
Yes.
We will plan this. If the day comes by a couple more days, like a week or so, we will.
Yes,
From-
the good old. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
What are the urges of owlbears?
Typically to go nesting and to get food for the younglings, if there was any.
So
So would your farm be occupied if it was around just a bunch of food?
I think it would be very confused and not trusting of it, but I think it would be okay if it felt that it wasn't in danger.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can just like seclude somebody outside, and everyone else can just come inside here, right? I
Well,
assume owlbears don't know how to work trapdoors.
well, they don't know how to work trapdoors, no, but I will tell you it's not going to be happy being left on a boat on the water.
You know, Ty, out of character, I'm rethinking my decision more and more with every passing second.
Oh,
I don't know what we're talking
you
about.
forgot about this, huh? You forgot about this?
I don't know if you guys have picked up yet or not, but I have the worst short-term memory.
Uh-huh. I do too.
Uh-huh. I remembered this, and I still chose to do this.
All right. Well, are we done with the Linda conversation? Or
I think I'm good.
shall we discuss our next plan of action?
Yes, so, like still planning our course towards what was it again? I know it starts with an come on, it's in my notes. There we go. Manaric.
Manovic.
Oh, Manavic. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, my head already. Damn it.
I know that I can be handy setting sails and manning rope. We'll definitely need someone steering the ship, and preferably
there's
someone.
there's no wheel though. It's only like rowing. You have to row. And there's
Oh, yeah,
sails.
No,
like-
there's a
No,
steering
yeah,
board.
as in-
There's a steering board in the back that Ash is currently man. One of us needs to pretty much be on that to keep us in the right heading, We definitely need
okay.
someone to keep attention on the sails and maybe another person in the crow's nest just to save. You're gonna go under
Yeah,
the
direct
water.
us.
Unless you're going under the water, I don't know.
I mean, if we need someone to like keep us in the right direction, I could probably do that.
Alright.
I think.
I mean, I could teach you everything I know about navigation, so we don't get lost.
I wouldn't be opposed.
And who's gonna be on the helm?
The helm of steering, or
Yes. Steering.
Proto may do so. Proto is a quick learner in things.
Do you think you
Sure.
can walk out of this cell, Mordai?
I mean, I'm already leaning against the bars. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Well,
Taster goes and unlocks the door.
yeah. Proto will once again hold you back if you lose control.
I swear to God, don't grab my horns.
Okay.
Are you ready to set sail?
Seems so.
Linda, do you mind helping me?
Of course.
Yes.
And then I take it we're going back up top.
I was trying
yes.
to, while everyone was doing this, to figure out this,
All good.
yeah. Oh, I think I found it. Give me 2 seconds.
Yep.
Place drawings as stairs. Oh, that's not how I remember doing that at all. Place drawings. Draw tool. Draw rectangle. There it is. Multi-level. In, out. Cargo. Plane. Update. Okay. And then... Sorry, I didn't realize that this wasn't done, so...
That's all good.
Like the stuff in like traveling checks.
No, this, feature.
The map layout.
There it is.
Like
Alright.
the
So now,
Yep. That works.
there we go.
Awesome.
Perfect.
perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I had tried this out on a different world save because I did 2
Oh,
Foundry
yeah.
worlds.
Oh,
I
what did you
forgot
do?
about that. No, basically, me and Tyler fucking around with Foundry at one night, and he discovered this, and we tested it out. We got all like drawing tools and all that pretty much figured out, and
What
that's
happened?
what this on.
I did not
I
know
know
this was a thing, and that's actually
This
kind of cool.
it's
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
module. The
Oh.
module is called multi-level tokens.
Okay.
And I think that's what this is. I believe it is.
Yep. So them.
Oh,
When
okay.
you
I
put
get
it on the stairs, you'll teleport.
Okay, I see it.
It acts like a door.
So yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Hesterman's one of the oars. Can you get the other side?
And so where's like the wheel part, helm, or helm?
Back right.
Ash is over at it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So what is the helm again?
This
The helmet's like steering wheel, and
It's a
it's
steering board. So
towards the aft of the ship.
Did this here?
Yes, so
Yes.
the back end of the ship is going to be aft. The forward end of the ship is going to be forward. The right side of the ship is going to be starboard. And the left side of the ship is port. That way, no matter what direction you're facing, starboard is always starboard, port is always port, forward, aft, etc.
Yep.
Good way to remember port is port being left is a 4-letter word, both of them, and right and starboard are more than 4 letters.
Yep.
All right. So, Wilhelm, are you in the crow's nest?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Cool place to be.
Beautiful.
I guess forward also, like, this part is the bow. But yeah,
Yeah.
And then the back part would actually be the
And
stern
then-
of the old days.
stern and aft, yeah.
Okay, bow is forward, stern is back.
Yep, and then the keel is like the middle of the ship. It's the backbone.
So, question: has everybody gone up to the deck?
Yeah, with exception of
Yeah.
Kage.
I'm gonna open up that lockbox or the chest
Okay.
that I was given.
As soon as you open it up, you see a what looks to be like a mixture of a piece of glass and crystal. And in it, you find, or in the box along with it, you find a rolled piece of paper.
Going to take out the rolled piece of paper.
On the paper, it says, "This is an item that we had found a long, long time ago. But due to magic being banned, I've never been able to fully test what it was. I have been told that it is a bauble. Use it well, Queen Sega."
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the bauble, I guess.
Okay. So picking it up, it's quite small, probably the size of your palm. Excuse me, the size of your palm, and it has like a string, like a very very short string tassel to it. It's blue, dark blue, and cyan in color, and it has a lightning bolt that is like etched out of crystal on it.
Okay. I'm gonna put it back in the box. I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna push it underneath my bed. I'm gonna go up to the deck.
All right. Okay. So, you are all currently above the sea deck. All right, it is now time for the first official sailing rolls. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh yes, yeah. So just sailing rules, sailing check. From all.
Yes, yes. So is everyone
Alright.
aware of what the sailing checks are?
I see-
Just a
well,
quick
I see-
recap.
All right, so first
I
one
see
is
it
wind
in the-
direction, second one is weather, third is encounter. This is a 10-day period.
Okay.
So if there's anything that you're wanting to do during this 10-day period, minus if anything happens, etc., is entirely up to you. So this is a speed up of 10 days.
Okay.
All right, D6.
I
D12,
imagine the
D2.
first night we clear through one barrel of spiked ice and then continue on sailing.
And I was thinking of like RPing with Linda, but I think I'll save it for next week.
Wait,
the
how many
RP
rations do we have total?
130.
Is that including the crate that Mordai picked
Yes.
up last
Yes,
second?
yeah. Yes, the extra crate. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh fuck.
And then how many rations did Linda have on her person in her Grinch bag?
Linda had an additional, like 20 rations.
Okay.
Okay. So that would last for like a week. A
Alright,
little more than a week.
So,
We're
Mordai.
stopping at 9. We are stopping at 9. Oh fuck.
So,
Oh,
which
yeah.
which
Thine
way
was
are
really
you
good.
heading?
We need to go to Thine.
You're going to Thine? I thought you were going to, Manavik.
Unfortunately, after doing a recap and a recount of everything we have, we can't make it to Manavik.
Also,
Is that including our our rations?
Yes, even if we ration, we
Yes.
won't make it.
yeah.
We have some
Yeah,
fishing
and-
poles. We could try to fish.
It's about how far away?
Well, it is 5,250 miles. So that'd be 25 days, and we'd be looking at about 196 rations total. So basically 200.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
apparently we
we'll
only have
stop.
130 or 150 after you count Linda's. And even with all of us on person, we wouldn't have enough.
Yeah. Plus, the queen did recommend like going to Dine first and then forward to Manavik.
Also, let me change this. So 5.
Is that with Wilhelm and Kage being less ration dependent?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I did all of that. I made sure of it.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah,
math.
I just
We're
I did the math, including
You
your
did the
guys'
math.
smaller
Yep.
stature.
Uh,
We still would not have enough rations.
We
Alright.
would be kind of, but we do have the fishing rods. We can fish for more rations.
Yeah, like once we're like stopping, moving, and then like attempt to fish while
Yeah,
I
but
guess like
that's- so by the way, that's 25 days going consistent, non-stop. If we start stopping, we're looking at 50 days just to get to
Yeah.
Manavik.
let's just go to Fine. Let's do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with stopping.
Oh no, but just a
Yeah.
heads up that we unfortunately cannot go right to Manavik.
So, what is your ration per day use currently? This is I'm trying to figure out how many rations are going to be
If we
used.
were to have full meals, like every single meal, 8, 13. If we ration, 8.
So, which one are you guys doing?
I'd
Well,
say,
we have to
I
ration.
think. Like, is there a problem with buying more in Dine? Pronto does not mind like going to Dine to buy more.
Yeah, no. If we go to Thine, we could have full meals. We
Yeah.
definitely can.
Yeah, let's just do that and stock up in Thine. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. We'll head to
See?
Thine.
we got some
And
cash.
how much was
At
it
least-
for not for rationing?
8.
8 a day.
Full meals 13. Rationing 8.
Really? So including everyone. So
That's everybody.
like per
Oh,
day.
actually.
Like,
Ooh. I just realized I need to actually. Those numbers are wrong. Oh fuck.
yeah, I was confused. Like
No.
so.
That's now gonna be 10. Right?
Yeah. So if we ration it, it's 12. So it's 1,
Would it
2,
be
3,
12?
4. It's 5 big boys, so that's 2 per day, and it's 2 small boys, which is 1 per day. So a total of 12.
Oh yeah, I forgot we added Linda, so that's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Linda and Asher.
I was trying to keep quiet because no one was saying that the math was wrong, but
Yeah.
the math is
no,
definitely wrong.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say-
no, because my math was built for before adding anybody else to the party.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, we were probably
so it's
I-
nine. So like 19 rations per day for like all 7 of us.
12 rations a day, and then it's 25 days to get to Merrick.
Manavik.
My God! Wow,
You guys struggle with that one.
really bad. And So we're looking at about 300 rations in total just to get there, and we have about half that.
Yeah, so
I'd
so
say-
we'll make a pit stop at Dine for more reference.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start merchanting this ship. Rations are gonna get so expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and sometime during this 10 days, whenever I can do it alone, like maybe at night or something, I wanted to ask a Quill about Norik, right? That's the
Okay.
name of the
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you got it right.
yeah, Norik.
Yeah, he's currently like in the cargo area. Yeah, you can check up on him.
Yeah, like during one of the nights, he'll just go to Norik and let Quill take a look, see if he knows anything about that type of magic.
Okay.
And Haster is also going to read that book that she had a few sessions ago.
Gotcha. I will have those details for you by next session.
Thank you. And just to clarify with everyone, it's the burnt one.
Mm-hmm.
And by next session, I'm gonna like RP Frontal like interacting with Linda, like during the travel of like when we're like eating rations. We'll prepare that for next week.
Okay, so it's you guys are not doing any rationing full meals, correct?
Yes.
All right. So the total amount of rations that you guys will have used for the amount of days that you would be at sea, because ding ding ding, nothing happened. 10 days travel went by. You guys have arrived at your destination exactly as you were. 102. Sorry, 103, because it's 102.6, so rounding up. So 103 rations. Mark that off.
Okay, real question: who gets that extra 0.4 rations? We need to figure that out right now.
Linda.
That's going right to Linda.
Okay.
Wow. Linda. Another reason why this was probably a bad idea. She's a glutton.
Hell yeah.
Quick question. Should we have someone designated for ship's inventory?
That would be a fantastic idea, as that is typically what a quartermaster, not quartermaster, yes, a quartermaster does.
Yeah, and I was thinking like maybe Wilhelm, like he knows how to keep track of things.
Okay,
Are you down for that?
Wilhelm might be Andrew. Look, I'll just be honest. Some things might just be forgotten or missing if I do it.
Okay.
I'm not.
I don't mind doing it. I am perfectly fine with this.
I also don't mind. So
You guys discuss that amongst yourselves, pick your roles, change it up. I don't give a flip, so you guys do whatever the hell you want. Alright, so let me do this last story bit, and then we're going to close out for the night.
Okay.
Unless you have any other things that are really important that need to be said as a party.
Yeah. So. So like next week, I'm gonna have like Frontal like interact with Linda.
So, you guys start your journey, sailing, switching of positions, taking time to yourself as well, but enjoying your first successful voyage. Nearly 6 days later, you arrive at the port of Thine. Off in the distance, you see several ships that are making their way towards port, and several others that are leaving port. All of them in similar, mostly colored ships, but most of them are some of them are larger, some of them are bigger, and the majority of them skirt you. In fact, they do their best to get away from you as they get closer. You've been given quite a wide berth of movement.
Oh, isn't that nice of them?
Yeah.
Already we're receiving such hospitality.
And that is where we're
Wait,
going to
so
close this session.
uh,
Unless you have anything
so
else, RP.
so the ships were just like moving aside, like what were
Yes.
they doing?
Actively avoiding us.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like the plague. It takes quite a bit to move the ship out of someone else's directions.
Yep. That's fucking wow.
All right.
All
y'all.
right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Fucking
session.
hell of a session. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Like a ghost
We
ship is
fi-
cool.
We finally
Oh.
did it, boys.
Land is no more.
Nothing but salty air and bunch of seamen.
So, so what kind of ship is it? Like, what's it called? The
Galley.
a galley. Okay.
Or a Karnak.
Oh, my
Yep, so-
my turning
Yep,
mine
so-
has an episode name real quick. It's Seamen and Body Pillows. I'm so sorry.
But it fits. That's the worst part about it.
Continue, Pronto. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. No worries. So. Okay, so since there was only like a few of us that couldn't like handle all the ores, like, was there any thing you had to roll for that?
No, we
time?
don't. That was only used for like maneuvering out of the ice and stuff. In the occasion of running into a storm, or facing a bad
in combat?
wind, yes,
Or-
all that stuff. What I have done is, instead of it being a just obsessive, ridiculous amount of rolling and calculating and rolling and calculating and rolling and calculating, I am treating it as a much more logical system. The wind
Okay.
direction rolls off a d6. There's only 3 effects: negative, nothing, and positive. If it's a negative or a positive, I'm still balancing, but it's like a d4, and that changes the amount of days for that 10-day period. By either adding or reducing. The weather then is next, and that is a D12. And on a really terrible storm, it takes a very large amount of increase to days to travel. Whereas if it's just normal, then there's no difference. It's just straight across. And then there's the random encounter table, and that one, you have a very large range for nothing. Like, that nothing
Okay.
will happen. But you
Okay.
do have on the table different stuff that can happen. I'm not telling you the numbers, you guys will learn them on your own.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like, it goes without saying. But the point of this is that in a 10-day period, anything can happen. But I'm not going like, oh well, someone wasn't on the ore by 2, and so that meant the ship was slower. Like, no, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Okay. Yeah. So
We'll worry about
yeah, okay, so
those rules when we're impaired.
in terms of, like, if you manage to get a full crew that's like fully crewed up your ship, then it might just increase the base speed of your ship. Like, you guys go 9 knots currently, which is pretty fast. So say you go ahead and you've got a full team, that's 10 knots now. So you're able to go a whole lot faster. It's a small ship. It's very effective, very streamlined. Like, it's not bogged down with weight. It's got the perfect setup except for a lack of literal manpower to fully reach its potential. But yeah, I wanted math to be a really quick, easy thing to do. So I've gone ahead and added into my notes that your rations are 18 with no rationing per day and 12 with rationing per day for your group currently. This may change, of course, with adding groups or different
Yeah.
people, etc. But it makes it really easy for me to say at the end of that traveling 10-day segment how many rations have been expended out of that 10-day period. So everything works in 10 or less period of days. So
Okay.
Yeah, and this sounds like perfect, like Oregon Trail rules.
yeah,
Easy to follow.
yeah, like I wanted it to be super duper simple. Ironically, I've never played Oregon Trail, so I built this system off of I can't tell you how many months of research on actual sea travel and how they calculated distance and time to distance and miles to travel and everything. Like, I literally am using a straight up formula that was used back when, like, pirate ships sailed. So it's very, very fun. The only difference is that a knot is 1 mile per hour because I hate the conversion rate to a nautical mile
Yeah.
to a mile per hour.
It's not like it matters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it literally doesn't.
Oh, so should I add that swivel gun to a swivel cannon like to the weapon slot? In the ship?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
feel free to do so. Where do you want that to be on the ship?
Oh, Proto was thinking starboard side.
Starboard side?
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you want it? Do you want it like over here or towards the front?
It is always a good plan to keep your ordnance away
Yeah.
from the living spaces. I would imagine with a ship this small, though, that your cannons are gonna be on your most like straight side.
Yeah, so. Oh yeah, so you see my marker. So I think like right here.
You know, it does bring up a thing. Like, technically, our living spaces are in like their own little plane, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, if we're separated by levels too, like that doesn't matter. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Also,
So
this is a fantasy ship. We can put it wherever we want.
Exactly.
so
All right. Well,
so you're gonna like add a cannon like to the map.
I am. Yes.
Okay.
I have to find a swivel cannon token.
Yes.